What's going on, people? TroopzTV back again, like a blood clot again. You understand? Episode 326 of Back Again. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the blood clot thing. You know what I'm saying? Big up the chat as always, blood. You understand? Big up the mods, them, my brothers. Big up the man, them as well, blood. You get me? Me and Flawless, we're down below like Roddy Rich. You know what I mean? Pause. Red Brothers this week. You know what I mean? The draw specialists.
No, we brothers now. Okay. All right. Yeah.
You even more red like me as well, blood. You understand? You got the memo.
I got the memo. Yeah. It was.
You get me?
So telepathic. Yo, what's the energy troops, man? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Start the show. What's happening?
Used up all of it yesterday. That's what it is. Months you're on mute.
Actually, start the intro again.
Yeah, man.
I don't really like the way you start.
I don't like the we got to start as we need to go on to the show.
Do it again.
We had all that hype towards the end of the last stream. Let's bring it on to the next stream, bro.
It's got to be yes, people. TroopzTV. You know what I'm saying?
Back again.
Back up.
Big point secured at the Etihad. All of that.
Episode 326, man. Big up the chat.
How about this, Troops? And one more time, Troops. Just for the people, I want you to take your time with it. Can you do that? God. Pause.
We got two pussios on top. Pause. You understand? The 3-point collectors. You get me?
Gels.
Lewis, you probably had the best victory of the weekend. Tricky away tie at West Ham. Didn't make it look tricky, blood.
I could get used to clean sheets, man. It's been a great weekend. Big up to everybody that's locked in. I don't think anybody really expected anything different from us, which actually makes a change for the first time in ages. Starting to cook on a consistent basis. Thank the Lord we sacked that Satanist first and foremost. And also, I can't wait to touch on the Arsenal game because I looked at the title and I said, Arsenal robbed again. And I want to delve into that because I don't get where you lot got robbed, personally. I find that really hard to understand. But, yo, it's good to be back, especially after a W, especially after another clean sheet, especially after a Nicholas Jackson man-of-the-match performance that I'm sure we're going to touch on as well. And I also want to shout out Clinical, but I need a striker Kai for breaking a Premier League record. The first player in seven Premier League seasons to complete 90 minutes without completing a pass. But again, better than Nicholas Jackson on the ball. It's good to be back, everyone. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that. Up the Chels.
Monts, you bounced back from defeat last weekend. 2 wins in a row. It's been a good week for Liverpool.
Just a normal week. I'd say. Everyone wanted to tell me how AC Milan are just crap, but they went and just beat Inter Milan and are actually got the same record as Inter Milan, who are the best team in the league and the current holders, right? So it's fine. AC Milan are only crap when Liverpool played them, and Liverpool bought them off the park, even though that was going to happen anyway. So that's one W. You know what I'm saying? So for all you AC Milan haters and that they're crap and want their manager sacked, well, yeah, might want to check that one again. Secondly, of course, Bournemouth are always going to get pammed. You know what I'm saying? No lube. You know what I'm saying? We made it a painful defeat for them. Pause. But listen, man, it is what it is. Like, people always going to act like last game was like a reality thing. It was kind of a reality check, but just a little bit of a blip in a blip. It was an anomaly. And, people were making jokes about lost in the forest. Well, listen, we bounced back and got our victory. And, the same Man United fans that were talking, they went and drew to Palace because, and now that's what 2 wins out of 5. So I'm in a good mood. And obviously, Gravy Boat, yet almost another pretty much man of the match performance. Again, he's just that good now. So yeah, man, I'm happy, man. I don't really have too much to say, and yeah, just big up everyone who got their 3 points. And if you didn't, well, can't be everyone, can it?
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Big up to you as well, bro. Big up, man.
Hey, listen, man. Caicedo, 10-10 performance, man. Can't hate.
And Gravenberch, what a midfielder, man. What a midfielder.
Honestly.
This is the battle that we need to be having. Real shit.
Yeah. Thank you.
You hearing this bollocks, flawless?
Yeah, you man do. Yeah, look at that Scrubs link up. The Scrubs link
battle,
up.
the battle we need to be having. Caicedo, Grab, even though they did both play very well, but I'm still not trying to hear it from you, man. Right message, wrong messenger. Yeah, I literally just said they both played very well. I'm just not trying to hear it from you, lot. That's what it is.
Yeah,
like,
I hear it.
I ain't trying to hear it from you, lot. Spot on what he's saying. Caicedo played well. Gravenberch played well. In particular, these the last 2 games we're talking about here. But yeah, I ain't trying to hear it from you, lot. I ain't trying to hear it.
I hear it, bro. Listen, man. You know, got Ugarte starting and playing in midfield against Barnsley, and then coming up against Will Hughes and them man in midfield and that. Like, bro, listen, man. It's a good week. I just think it's cheeky because of the way, obviously, Troops was speaking to me about being above Liverpool. Or something like that was something about being above Liverpool. Something. You know what I'm saying? Listen, at least you got your Martinelli remontada. Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
No more 0018. Let's go.
Was it worth it? Was it worth
Although
it?
Kai Havertz did like 0-0-0-0-0 yesterday, so we do need to touch on that. It was like 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 accurate passes, 0 chances created, 0 shots on target, 0 shots off target. So
also,
yeah,
by the way, that's 5 clean sheets in 6 games for Liverpool. If we're talking the premise, 4 clean sheets in 5. We've conceded 1 goal this season, but because their names aren't Saliba and Gabriel, so it's not really going to be spoken about as much, is it? You know what I'm saying? So just saying that best.
Hey, if they don't win the league, they ain't talking about it anyway. They'll be a glorified Vertonghen and Alderweireld.
Yeah, it's fine. They got the best defense in Europe, and our defense is just okay. You know what I'm saying? It's I just think it's funny. Like, it's
and
cool,
also
like,
for everyone who thought Arsenal were going to break our goals conceded record, they're now on 12 goals left, and we've only had a month of the season. So
this is what makes
we will be there.
What makes me laugh is that, like, I knew that Arsenal were dropping points. It's just that's why I just had to bide my time after my Nottingham Forest defeat. I just had to bide my time. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to grin and bear it, bide your time. You know what I'm saying? And football. I hate to do this, but it's so fun and games until the ball gets kicked, right? Right, guys? Right, yes, man. The ball's back in my court now.
It is.
So,
you know what? I subscribe to that theory now, Mons. I do. Trust.
Yeah. When it's in your court, you subscribe to
Everyone had their fun and games during the summer. Everyone had their fun and games where Pochettino got sacked. Now, different story. Different story. It is what it is.
With it, take your time with it.
What is it? 3 away wins in a row now.
Is it a
5
minute?
in a row.
Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Do it with me. Do it with me.
Yeah, you made it famous.
Why'd you join in? I chat. Take your time with it. 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 Hey, listen, man.
I'll be so real. I can't believe you did that with a minute to go against City. That's crazy, man.
Football is fucked.
That is crazy, bro.
Hey, it's tapped. It's so tapped. Because you man played well, man. That's what's so tapped about.
That is it.
The only thing that's more tapped is that half the Arsenal fan base pretending they got robbed. That's what I want to know.
We'll get to the robbery, but they did play well. You know what I'm saying? I even tweeted this out and was like, I said it on my watch along and tweeted out. It was like, major props to Arsenal. They actually played well, even though Troops was like, fuck your praise. I'm like, right, actually praise you.
Bro, it was getting so annoying because it was looking like fucking prime 2012 Chelsea the way these men were defending. But then I realized they're Arsenal and they were going to Arsenal.
I don't like.
All they had to do was hold on to it for 1 more minute.
Bro, how about this?
One more minute.
The best centre back in the world or the league, Saliba, celebrating, and then they took a quick corner. Now that seems to me like switching up in the decisive moment.
Oh no!
God forbid.
And what club would be capable of that?
God forbid Virgil van Delegate, would switch off. He would switch off and let Liverpool concede the goal when they're 2-1 up in the 96th minute at the Etihad. The absolute earthquakes. But no, Arsenal's PR is so strong, they're more concerned about Haaland dashing the ball at Gabriel Hayes, at Gabriel's Magalhaes' head. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Man City do not respect Arsenal, you know. I'm gonna get to my Arsenal praise in game, but in terms of the respect, these men don't respect you, you know. Does anyone want to read? Because we've got some quotes. I don't know, Lewis. I know you like to read the quotes.
Can I just see how Flawless is doing? Like, seriously.
We ain't even got to the City Arsenal.
Oh, no.
Cool. Flawless is just sitting there. Like,
how you doing, George? How you doing?
Are you all right, Flawless?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. No.
Flawless. Before we done that, can we go back to it?
Flawless.
That's on the screen. Yeah, go on, Troops.
That's the one, man.
Eric Zero Clues is back again.
Yes, Ten Hag for you. That's what it is. But I don't put. Obviously, we'll get to it in the section, but I don't put that draw mainly on him. We had enough of the ball and enough chances to win the game, but lo and behold, our attack didn't do its job in terms of finishing chances. It's kind of like what I was saying all summer about our attack not being good enough. But it wasn't a lack of creativity, which is the usual case. It wasn't a lack of shots. It wasn't a lack of chances. Didn't do the business in front of goal because lo and behold, our attack's not good enough. And then the subs, even though they were poor, look at our bench options. I'm saying when you got the £90 million winger that you sign that can't get on the pitch when you're chasing a goal, kind of tells you where you're at. Can't even get on the pitch. So yeah, that's what it is. But another clean sheet. I do take that as a positive as well. I think it's 3 and 5. So like when I've spoken about us being defensively better, yes. But people take that as me saying, "Oh, we defensively we're great." No, we're not great. I said we're better than we are last season from a defensive standpoint. But that's just because of the individual players. But should have won the game. So before the game, I would have said point not too bad, but obviously context matters when you look at the performance. Should have been outside in the first half. But overall, I'm good, man. Overall, I'm good. And I did enjoy the City Arsenal game. It was a good game. Good rivalry, man. It was a good game.
It's a proper rivalry now. I agree.
Yeah, like there was something on the game. Like even when man them were talking ish to each other afterwards, like Haaland and Arteta was talking, and Haaland was telling him be humble, and then Jesus got involved. I'm like, I like that.
You see, when Lewis Skelly came up to, he's like, "Who the fuck are you, bro? Move." That was so rude.
I like that. Lewis Skelly was like, "Yo, I'm part of the gang. Let's go."
I know you're not. You're in there for a minute. Fuck out of here.
Big up Fat.
I just said dance now, bro. That's so wrong.
But you know, it's dance and it's shooting. He starts shooting your feet. Shooting the floor like dance. Was it? You know what's the way he's like dance? Like there's no music on, man. He's like, oh, there's no music.
France YouTube video and like dance. This guy's a little kid in the Arsenal shot.
Sorry. No music.
It says dance, troops, dance. Boss, what is the lyrics of the rhyme? Is it something like take your time with it? Justice for Kai. Relish the journey. What's next?
What is
I don't know. How about
Bolton in the cup?
How about fuck you, Fats? We got Comical Ali. He said, Troops be like Thierry Henry trying to flirt with Kate Abdul-Scott with no success. Like Doe, Rising, Mons and Lewis. Eric Ten Hag lives another day for Flawless.
Yeah, he here for the foreseeable.
We got LJ Brown. He says, Flawless, we talk later on your call-in. Mons, that Chelsea fan on Never a Foul was jarring as hell that I appreciate and won't speak ill of Don again.
Yeah, big up LJ. I'm talk later.
We got the Chelsea man. He says, we are 15th, sir. Fucking Willian. Take your time with it. The trilogy is complete. Nomination for the Oscars, people. I am going for part 1.
Yeah, it's part 1, but as good as part 2 and part 3 are, yo, that part 1, like, I know that shit word for word, yo. That is great. We are 15th. We are 15th, sir. We are 5 points above relegation. By the way, man, snatched the mic from him, yo. It was so rock and Michael Cole-esque. It was great, yo. It was great. Take your time with it's good, though. Right, that one's going to live on. That's one of them. You know when you hear a song and you're like, oh, this is going to be an instant hit. Yeah. Like, that's what that is. Yeah, without doubt. Without doubt.
Big up man like Sykes. He says, I'm hurting. Taking my time with it for a while. Real talk, fam. Real talk, my brother. Big up Todd Miller. Take your time. 20 more years with it. Lewis.
Say of the chills, as you would say. Chills.
Big up Love United, hate the ops. To cheer troops up, could Mont, Flawless, and Lewis together do Take Your Time with It dance?
I'm on it if you man on it. I want it if you man on it.
Well, dude, you're already doing the segment. Don't worry, we got you. Love United, hate ops, man. Let me get to the super chat. So definitely run it. You know what I'm saying?
Keep that one.
Big up Goo Nest. He says, unpopular opinion, Arsenal will win the league. To be honest, City is not that special. They play every match with 12 men. Of course, there's an advantage. Tactically, we got more to offer when it's 11v11. Mikel Arteta is clear of Emery. Clear.
Arsenal fans not knowing what Guna means is hilarious.
Big up Goo Nest.
I respect that, man. He's still believing. There's still hope. Love it, man. Keep drinking the Kool-Aid, man.
Big up Love United, hate the ops. He says that cut will be Monts' new intro now. Take your time.
It's already my new intro. It was before it was rants with the sunglasses telling me passion fruit and guava and that shit. But then I thought that was going to be the intro going forward. But now this man is giving me more material. Man, are giving me more material. Oh my God! Sorry, carry on. Oh my God.
Big up Mayo. He says, I haven't heard a massacre joke in a while. I lie, Lewis. Or should I say
yeah, neither have I, man. In the words of the great Monts, it's all fun and games until a ball gets kicked in it. Suddenly all the jokes are dead now. Hey, is what it is. Should have kept Poch. Big up, bro.
Big up James Bond. He says, by year end, Monts will be purring like a pussycat. Pause.
Oh, y'all talking about?
Saying that you'll be happy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man. Hopefully.
Yeah,
listen,
we needed some context for that one.
Listen, every episode, someone seems to be in the firing line. So I've got to make the most of today. You know what I'm saying? You got to make the most of it, man.
Big up Fats again. He says, what do you mean, fuck me, for you seen Arsenal pre-match tweet, believe, relish the journey. Well, you did after the game. Where's the justice?
Shout out to Tony, man. Where's the justice?
Thank God they blocked me so I don't have to see that garbage.
Big up Mo. Says, it's okay, troops. You'll take the third spot back again. Stars are aligning. It's back again.
Pickle stars are aligning.
Just take your time with it. Stars are aligning. You're well at.
Yo, take your time with it. Gonna be one of those, man. Like, it's literally been in every super chat. There's been like 6 to 7 super chats, and everyone has incorporated take your time with it. It's a form of fashion, yo. I'm talking about. Every super chat, literally. Oh, it's just the Arsenal fans. At least they backing you. They ain't saying it, man. It's...
Can we get the likes up as well, people? Like, you know what I mean?
Run up the likes, man. Hey, don't be
stop taking your time with it, guys. Hit the likes.
With the same wavelength. Don't do that.
Chelsea.
You finished, Flawless.
Yeah, I'm done. Go on, carry on. Yeah.
No, Flawless, by all means, take your time with it.
Yeah, take your time. Because you know what's crazy? You know, Troops was ready to talk that maddest shit on this show, you know?
Yep.
If they would have won that game, yeah, would have talked that maddest shit because it would have been a deserved win as well, yo.
Word.
Had man dancing, yo, it's crazy. Oh,
They had to hustle it up.
Oh, no.
Mad. It's mad.
And now it's the ref's fault.
Yeah, robbed again. Again.
Hmm.
Big up, Jai. He says, take your time with it. Take your time with it. Oh, no. Killed me yesterday, bro. By the way, played a Trossard clip. He kicked the ball after the whistle. Big up, panel.
Yeah, it's brazy copium, but it's got to be something, innit?
Only one place to start. Man City. Or should I say Michael Oliver? 2. Arsenal. 2. You get me? Another robbery. Another inconsistent referee. Another... What's the word I'm looking for, blood? Injustice.
Oh, Lord.
Favoritism.
Here we go.
Favoritism. Bias.
Injustice,
copium,
you
bruv.
know? Injustice.
Inhale it.
An absolute...
Tony saying, where's the
Inject
fairness?
it.
Where's
Smoke
the
it.
justice? Now, Lewis, I should say injustice.
I had to clip my watch along because it got demonetized, but now it is remonetized because Michael Oliver's family probably flagged it. You get me? I stand by what I said, though. You understand? But it's an absolute disgrace what we saw yesterday. There was literally 1 second between the whistle being blown and the ball being kicked away. You get me? If you're in the motion of kicking the ball, how can you stop in midair? It's not like
I don't think he was in motion, though.
It's not like it was 3-4 seconds or 2 seconds. It was literally he was in the motion to make the move. He's kicked the ball. Doku did it before. Nothing. Michael Oliver, the piece of shit, just said to us to play the ball. Is what the piece of shit said. That's what he fucking said. Play the fucking ball, blood. You understand? This is the 7th Arsenal player to be sent off by Michael Oliver. More than any other club. More than any other club. Yeah. Michael Oliver, Man City games. This is not the first time he has favored Man City. This is not the first time a decision has gone Man City's way. William Saliba was attacked in the first 25 seconds by Erling Haaland. And nothing was given. Nothing. Not a damn thing. You understand? But he's all over us, blood. You get me? Pause. All over us, blood. You understand? It was a disgrace, blood. You get me? It was a catastrophe. It was fucking disgusting. Yeah? Absolutely disgusting. I am so proud of my team. I'm so proud of my players. The resilience, the bravery. We literally had them just going side to side for 45 minutes, blood. You understand? I have never seen a team go down to 10 men and be so resilient and keep City at arm's length. You get me? They obviously will create a few chances, but the one time we allowed them in the box, they took the chance, blood. You get me? It was a lot of long shots, blood. You get me? It wasn't, you understand, clear-cut opportunities. They did absolutely take the piss with the amount of shots they had. They had 22, I believe it was, in the second half, and we had none. No, we had 1. You get me? But you understand? It was we let them in the box, and then they took their chance, blood. You get me? Erling Haaland can fuck himself, blood. You get me? That man, you get me? He thinks he's sick, blood. You understand? He thinks he's bad, bro. You get me? He's bad. He's goal scorer, blood. You get me? Yeah, he's bad, bro. You know, he needs to relax himself, though, blood. You understand? He needs to relax his fucking self, blood. You get me? But yeah, man, I'm fucking fuming, blood. You get me? It would have been a deserved win. You understand? Nobody could have questioned the win. You get me? It would have been their first defeat at the Etihad in 47 games as well, blood. You get me? But they got refs in their pocket. You understand?
Yeah, Lord. Yeah.
I should have. I should have. I should have took my.
I should have played.
I should have took my. I should have took my time.
Yeah, man.
You get me? I should have took my own words. I should have.
So should Trossard before booting that ball. Maybe he should have taken his time with it
I
too.
should have took my time with it, blood. You get me? But you understand?
Let Troops get off this, you know. This
I'll let you land before I go.
Yeah.
It is what it is, blood. You get me? We're still in the race. You understand? City are absolutely rattled. You saw that at full time. Erling Haaland, that incident where he throws the ball at Gabriel, nothing coming of it. You get me? Nothing has been, you understand, looked at by VAR. Not a damn thing. City are just, you get me, free reign. You understand? As Cartel famously said, do what you want to do. You get me?
How about rushing into Rodri in 20 seconds?
You want to dash with a ball, find an opponent? Cool. I bet if we done that, red card. You understand? But when we get them at the Emirates, we will seek revenge. You understand? It will be, we will run them the receipts, blood. You get me? But you understand? We're unbeaten against them now in 4 games. You get me? Yeah.
One win in 18 or something, though, right?
But you get me? The improvement has been there. We have turned the corner.
1 in 18.
There is improvement, blood. You get me? But Lewis is laughing, but he's 1 in 18 against Man United, blood. So I'd rather be 1 in 18 against Man City. So
We just beat them in their last game.
But
there you are. There you are.
Man City have only been good for the last 10 years.
But anyway, you get me. We've changed it. You get me.
You change what? Wait, you change what?
We've changed getting beat down by City, bro. You get me?
Okay.
We've
Right.
changed
Is that
You have
something to
changed.
be shouting and screaming about?
Of course it is, man. They don't win no trophy, so of course.
But the draw was not the right result, blood. You get me? It was the wrong result. We needed a win. When you're 30 seconds away as well from seeing the game out, you have to be on your guard. You have to have concentration 110%. And we dropped to about 80, blood. You get me? And we allowed them to do the short corner. And it cost us, blood. You get me?
But then how can you be proud of it?
Wait,
because we had 10 men, blood. Are you fucking stupid or dumb?
Did you win?
It
doesn't matter, blood. We had 10 men.
The best defense in the league. The best defense in the league. I'm explaining it. I'm explaining it. Let me explain it. Because you guys have the best defense in the league by a mile. You took off Saka and brought on another centre back. You then brought on another. You then brought on another centre back, and you defended. Let me land. I let you land. Let me land. Okay. Let me land. So you took off Saka, you brought on another centre back. Then you brought on another centre back, and you did what your team is best at, defending. And you defended resolutely throughout the second half. And then in the last minute, you fumbled it.
Yep, they were tired.
You fumbled it. So you didn't get the result. You didn't get the result. So I'm thinking, why are you proud of it? If it was a case where you conceded in the 60th minute or the 70th minute, I might understand it. It's the last minute of the game.
It's called chasing.
The last minute of the game.
It's called chasing Man City.
You called it a lapse of concentration a minute ago.
It's called chasing Man City for 45 minutes, blood.
You said it was a lapse of concentration a minute ago.
With 10 men. Yeah,
I expect the best defense in the league to do what they do.
Where did the 7 minutes come from anyway, blood? You get me? That's what I want to know, blood.
Probably from your time wasting throughout the second half.
Get me? Where did the 7 minutes?
Did someone?
Probably from your time wasting.
As it went to 90 minutes. The first 90 minutes, someone hit the deck as well.
Timber went down. Martinelli went down. Raya went down.
That's what happened.
They all went down, and they're wondering where all the minutes came from.
Yeah, man had cramp.
Yeah. So you see where the minutes came from. Fact is, you lot fumbled it with a minute to go. That's it.
Listen, guys. I'm
chasing shadows for.
And this whole notion about Arsenal being robbed is hilarious because we only talk about the decision going to Arsenal's way. Can we talk about how the referee brought both captains in for a talk, did not let Kyle Walker get back into his natural position, and then they score immediately off that counter attack? If you want to talk about the ref was a problem for both teams.
Don't do that, Lewis. That was Martinelli's brilliance, man. Don't do that. That was Martinelli's brilliance.
Yeah,
Bro, if you're calling both captains, you should be letting both captains get back into position first and
Someone should have
foremost.
covered that position, bro. That's not my.
If we want to talk about the referee, we can talk about Havertz bodying Rodri in 20 seconds and not getting anything. Like, the referee was just a problem on both sides, but when it comes down to Trossard, it looks like two yellow card offenses.
Havertz didn't even body him. Havertz was just running, and Rodri tried not to move. Havertz just said, "Bro, okay, you don't want to move. Okay, man, start you out my way then, bro. Why are you standing here for, bro? Are you a fucking mannequin?
You were talking about how Haaland should have got a card for doing the same thing to Saliba afterwards, doing the same thing to Partey.
You want to play that game? Let's take it to when Partey got fucking run down in the 90s.
Yeah, that should have been a card too, which is justifying my point. The referee was poor for both sides, but you act like it's only an Arsenal thing. It was for both teams.
Because he was poorer with us, blood.
Man, he was poor for both of you. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous.
I think
Arsenal fans are the biggest victims.
He was poorer with us.
Lewis,
victim mentality is rife in your fan base.
Take your time.
Like, call it for both of them.
Lewis,
look, we got Don Arsenal in the chat as well, crying.
Are you guys ready to do it? Are you guys ready? Because we were asked to do the dark to take your time with it. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Have you got the shoulders ready? Because I think it's time. You know what? I'm tired of this pity party, innit? The pity party.
Yeah, this is ridiculous, bro.
I want to give Arsenal credit, but the pity party and the victim thing just pisses me off on a daily, innit? So, guys, are you guys ready? Because I'm gonna go on a one. You guys ready?
Yeah, you ready? Go on, I got you.
I'm gonna go this shoulder, innit?
You go right shoulder first, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go right shoulder. We're gonna go take your, and then we're gonna go time with it. Yeah.
You can dance, man. Don't be complicating this thing, yo. You can dance.
I'm saying right shoulder. I'm saying sing. I want to sing. You know what I'm saying?
I got ready. Go.
Yeah.
I'll let you do one to the
and two, and take your time with it. 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 Take your time with it.
Shout out everybody, Chelsea.
Time with it. Take your time with it. Take your time. Sorry, that was thank you. Whoever you sent that stupid chat in.
We got you. There you go.
Yeah, we got you, bro.
We got you.
You know what I'm saying? We got you. Lewis, are you done? Because I want in.
Go on.
Just another thing. The tactics were clearly injure Rodri, defend, and time wasting. It nearly worked, but Arsenal it up in the last minute. Blame the referee, but you got to be subjective for both teams because he was awful for both sides. That's about it. Also, Havertz might be a centre-back. I don't think he's a forward with the performance that he had. And Declan Rice got 0 tackles completed all game. That's done.
That's 100 million.
And 5 years under Mikel Arteta for your biggest goal threat to be Gabriel Magalhaes is ridiculous. But yeah, Monts, go for it.
Say that last bit again.
5 years under Arteta and their biggest goal threat is Gabriel Magalhaes. But yeah.
Oh, damn. Anyway, there are a few quotes that were obviously read out. I'm going to read some of these quotes out. And by the way, these quotes are from Bernardo Silva. So before you guys start to attack me like you do every show, like you attack me, you know what I'm saying? Go attack Bernardo. Don't attack me. I'm reading the quotes. I may agree with the quotes, but I'm not the one who said the quotes. I'm just gonna put it like that. Bernardo Silva says the referee allowed a sequence of time-wasting events. The thing that bothers me most is having a lot of meetings with the FA. They tell us they will control this kind of situation and will stop them, but in the end, it doesn't have any worth. We had a player injured after they sent him to the ground twice in 10 minutes. The first goal, the referee called our captain and didn't allow him to recover to his position. The second goal, their usual block to our keeper and allowed the referee to continue. I'm gonna save the proper quote for later, but there was another quote from Pep saying 11 men, 12 men, 13 men, Arsenal would have played this way anyway. Yikes. And the other quote, let me just get out. The other quote was the difference between the rivalry of Arsenal and Liverpool. Maybe it's because Liverpool won a Premier League and Arsenal haven't. And that Liverpool have won the Champions League and Arsenal haven't, and that Liverpool will always face us with the intention of winning the game. Now, again, those are the quotes of Bernardo Silva and Pep Guardiola. I am not responsible for that. Whether I agree with it, I guess we'll never know. But I want to speak about the victim mentality. In fact, you know what? I'm going to praise you, man, first, before I really go in, because you guys defended valiantly well. You defended very well. And when Rodri got injured, you took advantage of it. You started creating opportunities, and you looked like the better team for that part of the game. That the second half of the first half, you man looked like the better team. Yeah? Because I know you don't want to hear that, and it's true. Arsenal, for me, done very, very well. And if you ask an Arsenal fan, would you take a 2-2 draw at the Etihad? I think the answer would be yes. Now, where you have to be balanced and say that this is a bottle job is because if it is 2-1 and a lapse in concentration cost you the game in the 96 and a half minutes, that is a bottle job. Do you know why? Because you are 30 seconds from winning the game. You've pulled every trick in the book, every piece of skullduggery. You've cast that spell, and only for you to celebrate too hard, too early, just like you did on the stream, just like Saliba and Raya did when every time he caught a corner, every time he caught that ball, to allow them to take a quick corner and then lose your defensive structure for 30 seconds against the 4-time reigning champions. That is the bottle part of the game. Now,
they got 9 centre backs on the pitch too.
Just because you bottled it, that does not mean you don't have the best defense. That does not mean you're still a title challenging team. But the difference is, don't be angry about the result. Be angry about the lapse in concentration. Be angry at Trossard because he saw Declan Rice get sent off in the same instance 2 games ago. 2 games ago or 3 games ago. Yeah, he was on the pitch and he saw it happen, and he still gave these shit refs an excuse to make themselves the main character of a game where they shouldn't really have a massive input in. Let 2 massive teams go and go pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? Let Arsenal, a great Arsenal team and a great City team, go pound for pound. But no, stupidity took over, and you man want to blame the refs. Now, did the ref fuck up the game? Yeah, he did fuck up the game. He did. I'm in agreement. But shit refs being in the Premier League that's not new. It's not new. So why are you giving them opportunities to make decisions?
Say it louder for the people in the back months. Say it louder for the people in the back.
It's not new. Why are we acting like this is new? Why are we acting like we know City get decisions? This is not new to no one. But when we tried to tell you that as a Liverpool fan, you man you sat there and laughed. When
McAllister, yeah.
You man have seen these are not events that you haven't seen before. Aston Villa were 2-0 up against Man City. They switched off for 5 minutes and they found themselves 3-2 down. And you man think switching off for 30 seconds ain't gonna cost you 2 points. It's naive. It is naive. And if I'm an Arsenal player and I'm seeing Trossard in the changing room, we're fighting. We're scrapping.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It probably won't make a difference because he's got 2 black eyes anyway, but we're fighting, blood. Because to defend that valiantly and to concede that late on in the game, because we had 10 men, because of your stupidness, your naive, your foolishness, we're fighting, bro. Now, I'm not going to say
this is not even to drop your flow in it, but this is the same thing that happened to Rice 2 weeks ago and they learned nothing. That just pushes the point even more.
Literally, this is what I'm saying. And it's unfortunate because they were good performances. Listen, I know Timber didn't complete a single pass, but for me, Timber still had a decent game. Like, we know if we want to talk about context, he actually had a decent game in it. Do you know what I'm saying? And what we did defensively in that. Calafiori, what a goal, bro. One of the goals of the season. He got ripped. Calafiori got absolutely smoked. He got put in a Cali pack for that goal. But do you know what he did? He made up for it. And not a lot of defenders would have made up for that. A lot of defenders would have played it safe and would have gone about their game to make sure maybe they just don't get ripped again. He took it upon himself to claw you back into the game single-handedly. And again, I'll say it from now, Gabriel is the best header in the box I've seen in a long, long time. He's the best in the league, the best in the world by far. There's no one close in terms of putting your head on the ball and putting it in the back of the net. There is no one close when it comes to attacking the ball in the box, in it. No one close. But all these things are discredited because of a lapse of concentration. So do you guys call it, like, is it naivety? I don't know what it is. Is it just Man City? I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You called it, it's just a lapse in concentration months. That's what you called it. And they did defend very well. And it's on Trossard. Stop looking at, I'm sorry to cut off your flow. Stop looking at referees. saying, look at your own players. If you know what the crazy part is? If Trossard doesn't stupidly get sent off, Arsenal probably get something from the game. I go one further. I think they win the game. I genuinely think they win that game. Like you mentioned them being having the best, the second half of the first half being the better side and being in the ascendancy, and they were dangerous from set pieces. Gabriel, you just mentioned who you praised. How about you score the first one because he missed the header from 6 yards out just before he scored? How come we ain't discussing that? Score your header.
There you go again, bro. Naivety at the end of the first half, lapse of concentration at the end of the second half. As I said, you've seen Aston Villa switch off for 5 minutes on the final day. Everyone knows what Man City are on. Injuries or no injuries, they will punish you on any given opportunity. All they need is a sniff. All they need. These men lost Rodri, and do you know what I'm saying? Now, for me, City fans should definitely still be very disappointed with their overall performance of the game. In the second half, with 10 men, they moved the ball too slow. The wrong players were on the ball outside of the box. The wrong players were dictating the play. It wasn't one touch, two touch. It was dilly-dally, maybe pop a shot, see what we can get. They were absolutely shocking on the ball, in my opinion, for their actual standard. And they should be ashamed listen, City fans are going to be disappointed they've been left with a draw because they go into that game thinking they're going to beat Arsenal. They don't respect you, man, you know. City do not respect you. Look at the way Haaland was speaking to Gabriel. Man called him a fucking clown. He dashed the ball. He literally dashed the ball at my man's head. You got Bernardo Silva saying, you man don't play to win. You got Rodri saying, you man don't play to win. You got Guardiola saying 11, 12, 13 games, they would have played the same. You got KDB pushing your manager a couple years back on the touchline. These man don't respect you. This is why you needed to win, to shut them up. They don't respect you, bro. They don't respect you. You know how mad that is, bro? They do not respect you. And do you know what? This is why I say you don't need it to win. And at the Emirates, you better go and beat them. Because now it's turning into a proper rivalry, which as a neutral, I want to see that shit. I want to see that.
Yeah,
this is something I want to see. I like this rivalry. This is the old school rivalry coming back now. You know what I'm saying? Everyone talks about City Pool being linked in that. I wanted it to be more fiery at times. You know what I'm saying? So I like what I'm seeing. But at the same time, Arsenal, I think you man would have taken a draw. But if you take a draw in that fashion, it's a bottle job. That's my opinion.
That's
like your head.
That's very, very fair with your assessment of it. And Arsenal did, like I said, I tweeted out. Arsenal played well, defended very well. You mentioned it being a better team in the second half of the first half. Should they have won the game? Yes. Lewis mentioned it already in regards to Trossard not learning. It was 2 blatant yellows. What are we talking about here? It was 2 blatant. There was no robbery. It was 2 blatant yellow cards. The first one he got for pulling back, I think it was Savinho, blatant yellow card. He could have got booked twice when he got the second yellow for kicking the ball away and running into Bernardo Silva. Why are you running into Bernardo Silva then? Why are you running into him at that point? The ball is in the air or like in the middle of the pitch where it time's nearly up for the first half. We're in stoppage time of the first half. Why are you running into Bernardo Silva? And we all seen him look at him, so we know he's there. That's a booking. And kicking the ball away. Rice got sent off for the same things. I say this all the time. Stop blaming referees. We all know referees are terrible people. Referees are awful. Why are we surprised when incompetent people do incompetent things? They're bad at their job. They've been this way this season, the season before, ever since I started watching football. I've been watching football since the 90s, people. They've been like this. People have been talking about how bad referees are. The FA is incompetent. We know this. So take it out of their hands. This is why if Trossard doesn't get sent off, Arsenal probably win the game. Gabriel, as good as his goal was, guess what? Missed one just before that. You missed a free header from 6 yards out. Scored a goal. What we talking? Don't switch off in the final few minutes. And Arsenal defended very well up until that point. City were poor. Pep did everything to give Arsenal the game. Let's call a spade because his subs were even good. 45 minutes in, you know how Arsenal were going to play in that second half. And you didn't bring on Foden and Grealish too late. Why is Doku on the pitch in general? But Doku against the low block, why? What are we doing out here? Enough touches for Diaz, enough touches for Akanji. These are not the players you want on the ball against a defense like Arsenal's. Why are we surprised about referees? Stop it, people. What are we doing here, man? Like, this is not what we're doing. Why are we surprised when our holders hold things? You'd never be surprised. If a girl's a hoe, you know she a hoe. She gonna do hoe activities. That's what referees are. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of hoes. Word to my guy Eddie. That's what they are. That's what the FA is. As an association, we know this. Pure hoe activities. And we watch week in, week out, from game week 1 all the way till game week 38, make terrible decision after terrible decision after terrible decision. This just happened to be in the biggest game of the weekend. But I guarantee game week 6, whoever's playing 2 smaller teams, bad decisions happen. Whether it's a sending off, that shouldn't happen. Whether it's a yellow card, that shouldn't happen. A goal being disallowed, an offside, the list goes on and on and on. We know this. I say Arsenal, again, I repeat that Arsenal played very well. I believe so. Not many teams come back from being a goal down.
And that's why they're going to be, for me, that's why they're going to be right there. That's why Arsenal are going to be right there till the very end of it.
Like, I agree with you. I think they'll finish second.
Yes. Yeah, like the result, obviously, as I said, when you concede that late from a lapse of concentration, anyone's going to be annoyed about that. But that's why they're going to be there right till the end for me, because if Rodri is out for the rest of the season, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal might have one. Arsenal might have a bigger shout now at winning this league if Rodri is not fit for the rest of the season, because it's looking like I'm seeing stuff about
ligament. Yeah, it might be a crucial ligament. And I've said this: Arsenal will finish second, but where this also falls short, lack of quality. We've mentioned this already. You've mentioned it in regards to Martinelli, not good enough going for a league title. Kai Havertz, not good enough for going for a league title. Everybody knew what Arsenal needed last summer. This summer just gone. Everybody knows what they needed. Everybody knows. If you have better attackers, you may do a little bit more even on the break, even with 10 men, especially in the first half. Maybe you go and get a third goal.
And say Martinelli's not good enough, then he gets the assist.
He got the assist, yeah. I was saying, first one in 18. I was saying, props to him,
big
man.
Game,
about time he showed up.
Big game, turn up away from
No, don't do that.
Big game,
Liverpool, City again. It's a big game player, blood. Man, can you me? You can take it how it is, bro. You can fuck yourself, no. Big game player, blood. Don't give a fuck, mate. You get me? When it comes to the big game, I'm gonna step up, blood. I don't give a shit.
Big game player.
Big game player, blood.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Big game player.
I promise you would have rather a Martinelli stinker and got that result.
Big game player.
And also, it was because the referee gave that free kick too quickly after calling both captains in. But we're not going to talk about that. He passed it 5 yards. This is how low you man have sunk. He passed it 5 yards and Calafield scored an How is it sour? It's a fair point. You want to bring up refereeing decisions against your club? I'll bring up the decisions against City. That's it. We can just be objective and talk about both sides.
Man sounds like a City fan.
Calafiori scream.
No, you sound rattled.
I can't believe it.
I am rattled.
You ain't rattled, are you sure? Come on, bro.
Come on. The chat ain't even said I'm rattled, blood. They just said Troops is just chilling there, letting you lot go.
Yeah, of course.
Well, my point still stands. You don't call both captains in to call a free kick, quick free kick immediately after. That's a poor decision.
That's
the thing is,
right. So we're just being objective. It's not being a City fan or anything. It's bringing a valid point.
We asked for a quick free kick. He said yes. What?
So he didn't ask for a free kick. He gave instructions for both captains to give to the rest of the team.
You can't be sending off Trossard for a second between the fucking ball being kicked away. But then with Doku, you're not doing nothing. You're telling us to play the ball.
Troops, we watched
just as quickly as he called the free kick after calling both captains in.
We watched it happen in the Brighton game.
You understand? I'm not saying that the first yellow card wasn't a yellow. That Savinho yellow card was a yellow.
Definitely yellow card. You're pulling his shirt. But the thing is, we watched it happen in the Brighton game where Rice kicked the ball away and got a yellow card. João Pedro just before that, or not just before that, in the same game kicked the ball away. And
no, but that was completely different. My man was trying to take the free kick. The whistle was just blown.
And even
in the Trossard incident, blood, it's not like the whistle. It wasn't like the ball was put down and see like my man Veltman was trying to kick the ball.
We're making excuses.
Veltman was trying to kick the ball, blood. Yeah, it's completely different to Rice's situation. Veltman was trying to kick it.
I'll tell you why it's not.
He is in a battle at the time when the whistle has been blown.
No, it's not. I'll tell you why.
The whistle was blown with Rice, blood, and then they tried to take the free kick, bro. So man, don't tell me about fucking.
I'll tell you why. There's small nuances.
You can tell me whatever you want, blood. I don't give a fuck, blood. Man are saying, I'll tell you like I'm gonna take your word for God. You can tell me all you want, blood. The fact of the matter is this: it was completely different to the Rice situation. Rice made the foul, and the foul was trying to be taken. Yeah. Trossard has fucking whatever they fucking said the foul was. Yeah, he's still in. He's in another situation now, bro.
It was a foul before that.
He's in the second part of the.
It was a foul before that. Before you go, Mark, it was a foul before
they have the ball. This is what I'm gonna say.
They never had the ball, blood.
For anyone who's played football, bro. For anyone
who never had the ball.
He's fouled.
It was just like the Van Persie thing in Barcelona. It was just like Van Persie in Barcelona, where they blown the whistle, and then a second later, bang, the ball's gone, and then he said, "All right, cool, second yellow, blood." It's the same thing as that. It's not the same as the fucking Rice thing.
It's not the exact same, but he's kicked the ball away. But despite all that, it was a foul on Bernardo Silva anyway. It was a foul on Bernardo Silva anyway. He's ran into him.
But but blood, even that foul wasn't a yellow card.
That's a booking all day. You can't just run into the back of someone.
We're on the attack,
yellow card. What are we talking about? You ran the
yellow
balls.
card, blood. That wasn't a. If that happened to an Arsenal player, I said on my stream, if that happened to an Arsenal player, I'm not asking for a yellow card, blood.
That's a yellow card.
Asking for a yellow card, blood.
You can't.
That's not a yellow card, blood.
The ball's in the sky. We see fans giving to this all the time.
What are we playing? Fucking contact sport or fucking basketball, blood?
It's a
you can't make contact now.
Yes, you can make contact. You can't run into the back of someone. You cannot run it. That's been a yellow card for the longest amount of time.
Totally not rattled.
Running into the back of someone.
Now I'm rattled, you fucking bunch of pricks.
There we are. How
many pricks? The ball's in the sky.
Fucking shit, blood. You're trying to say it's a fucking same incident as fucking Rice when it's fucking clearly not, blood.
It's not the exact clearly not. It's not the same exact incident. You got booked for the same incident.
All the way after the whistle and the yellow card offense.
Did they get booked for the same thing? They got booked for the same incidents, kicking the ball away, correct? Did they both not get booked for that? Did Rice and Trossard not both get booked for kicking the ball away?
Yep.
Yes,
it was both yellow.
It's a different incident, bro.
No, I'm saying, did they not get both?
Hasn't been retained from City. So how are you stopping a quick free kick if they don't have control of the ball?
It's not about stopping. It's about kicking the ball away. That's all I'm talking about here. He kicked the ball away. That's why he got booked, correct? Rice got booked for kicking the ball away. They got put.
But Rice was actually trying to stop the thing on a cheeky one.
I'm not talking about. He wasn't trying to stop the same thing. Don't kick the ball away. Why are you kicking the ball away?
If you're going in for a challenge, Flawless, you play ball. You're not gonna fucking pull out your fucking challenge. Mid in the air, bro. Mid what you fucking Daniel son.
It was whistle blown and then kicked.
Listen, it's not the exact same situation as Rice, obviously, because no, but the result can still be the same. It doesn't have to be the exact situation.
Yep.
If Trossard has already fouled Bernardo Silva.
He's got to use common sense, blood.
Look, bro. If you run into the back of Bernardo,
he's ran. That's the booking,
bro. It wasn't that, blood. He was his fucking shoulder.
You should be more annoyed that Doku didn't get booked for the same thing. That's what I hear you being annoyed about.
Forearm or shoulder. It doesn't matter.
Like I said to you, like in 25 seconds.
Yeah,
when he flew in.
Yeah, I agree with that. But we also need to talk about Havertz and Rodri. We can also talk about Doku deserving a booking for the same thing. We can talk about that. Ultimately, he made mistakes for both.
You're chatting shit. Havertz was running in a straight line. Rodri wouldn't move like he's some fucking bad man. Havertz said, cool, you're not going to move. All right, cool, because I'm going this way, dog.
Then you can make the same argument for Haaland and Partey and Haaland and Saliba. Like,
different. Haaland ran into, Saliba is going for the ball and he's trying to do the fucking Harry Kane and take him out mid-air, blood.
That's a book.
Right,
they're all bookable offenses, all of them.
Ground. And he's saying, bro, why is this guy standing there like he's some bad man? Are you dumb? Fuck that, bro.
Listen,
they're all bookable offenses.
Listen, we all want consistency for the refs. I want consistency when it comes to Arsenal fans' view of when things happen to them.
But we're only calling the decisions against Arsenal.
This is my thing because genuinely, bro, Partey blocked off Rodri and now he has an ACL. But when Maupay blocked off Leno and he bust his knee, Arsenal fans fucking erupted. I didn't want to go there with it. But
you see the way Arsenal fans are celebrating the Rodri injury, by the way. And I know that you, by the way. I know. I was literally saying it weren't you. I've seen Arsenal fans doing it though, and that's disgusting.
I don't. You don't know me. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say that anyway. That weren't you, but the way I see Arsenal fans moving about it, yeah.
When Maupay did it to Leno, the abuse that man got was madness. It was madness. You know what I'm saying? And what he tried to do, he didn't obviously try to injure the player. He tried to block, to block him in it. Similar with Rodri, he just tried to block Rodri's run, which is fine. He tried to block Rodri's run, and obviously he's unfortunately had an ACL. But no one's getting angry at Partey for that. But the way they erupted at Morpie, it's not the same. See, this is what I mean when we want consistency with you man's opinions as well as you want consistency with the refs. That's it, bro. That is it. Like, we're not saying
they're celebrating Rodri's injury and they're celebrating rumours that's an ACL today. It's mad.
I'm not saying that us fans are celebrating.
You do know, like Rodri, the Rodri Partey incident. You do know the Rodri Partey incident is yet again just like the Rice and Trossard one. Two different situations where Maupay has gone in on Leno.
I can't finish what I'm saying, bro.
Partey's shuffling across to block my man from running.
Yes,
in the box. Then his foot has got stuck.
Brother, again. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. No one is saying that. It wasn't like it's completely different again. No one is saying injury. What I'm trying to say is the consistency in opinion. You lot are missing it. The consistency in opinion. We are not saying that Trossard should have not got yellowed. He should have got yellowed, yes, but that also means there should have been multiple yellows. We want consistency. It's not victimizing Arsenal. Trossard was still at fault, but that doesn't mean the others shouldn't be at fault. You know what I'm saying? Haaland should have been.
It wasn't. But
I've literally just watched it back.
When you look at the incident, there's literally a second between the whistle and the ball being kicked. It's just like the Van Persie incident in the Nou Camp. When he blows the whistle and Van Persie shoots. And then he's like, yellow card. It's the same thing. Trossard's, bro, we can break right there. Trossard's Martinelli. He's trying to go to Martinelli on the left-hand side and then make the move. It's a second between it, blood. You can literally count. It's and then Trossard thing because he's in the air. He can't. Come on, bro. You play ball. Come on, man.
Nah, I'm watching it here. Bro,
I play ball. That's why I'm telling you it's a yellow card because I play ball, bro. Bro, he's made. If you fouled someone and you know it's a foul, why are you kicking the ball?
Because he knows it's a foul.
But he's just heard the whistle, but he's in the move. He's making his move to play the ball to the left. So it's hard for him to fucking. He's not fucking Mr. Miyagi, blood.
Even forget him kicking the ball away.
0.84 seconds. Thank you. That's the precise timing, blood.
0.84 seconds, blood. That's not even.
That's not the Van Persie thing.
That's not my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe is that he should have got booked for the Bernardo Silva one. He runs towards him. He plays no intention to get the ball.
It looks worse in.
He ran into him, Troops. He had no intention of playing the ball. He had no intention of winning the ball.
I'm not saying it's not a foul.
It's a yellow card.
It's not a yellow. I would not claim a yellow if that happened to my player, bro.
It's a yellow card.
Come on, bro. What's going on?
It's a yellow card all day long. You ran into the back of someone.
On Silva.
And it's a yellow card too. And that's a yellow card too.
That's more dangerous than the fucking.
Again, I am in agreement with you.
That's actually a dangerous challenge.
That's a yellow card.
I've just watched it again and again. He's had more than enough time to not kick the ball. I've just watched it again.
0.84 seconds. There's no time. 0.84 seconds.
I've just watched it again just to make
0.84 seconds. Good reaction time.
0.84 seconds.
The only reason, no. Hold on. The reason is
0.84 seconds, blood.
No. The reason it is 0.84 seconds because the referee's whistle is
He's going for a 50-50 header, bro.
It wasn't no 50-50 header.
Yes, it was, blood.
It wasn't. I've just watched it, man.
Listen to me. The ref goes, it's a long whistle, bro. From the start of when he blows it, that's more than a second, bro.
No, it's not. 0.84.
Enough time, bro. It's copium.
Trossard cost the game with that dumb yellow card. Put your timer on, man. 0.8.
50-50 header when he doesn't even jump to win it. He runs into
yeah, he don't even jump. I'm watching it again.
What are we talking about, man? Man, just make up anything.
No one's saying it's not a foul.
It's not a yellow, man. It's a booking.
No one's saying it's not a foul. Of course, it's a booking for you, you piece of shit.
Why is it for me?
Because it's fucking you, man. Of course you'll agree. You hate us more than City.
I do hate you lot more than City. So
it's a yellow card, man. I said
the Haaland one was a booking. I said the Haaland one was a booking too. I said the Haaland one was a booking too.
Man, then you man are chatting shit, man. It's not a yellow
card. It's a yellow card. He blows the whistle and then he kicks the ball away. His reaction should be bad.
Just tell Trossard, take your time with it.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck all that, man. Take his time.
Fuck City either way, innit? Yeah? Fuck City either way.
I'm with you on the
Trossard's an idiot, man. Trossard's an idiot.
That's on Trossard.
Bro, relax yourself, lad, once.
That's it. He cost your team. He did.
Trossard's an idiot, bro. Trossard's an idiot, bro.
He's not, blood. He's not.
Decision. That's a decision.
That's an idiot.
That's true too.
Yeah, the ref and Trossard are idiots. The ref had a lot of bad decisions. I don't think that was
Bernardo Silva. Why?
Big up Tanya. She says, low, troops, too funny. Take your time with it. Oh, fucking hell, blood. I'm not looking forward to this. Big up Ibby. Said they add time on when kicking the ball away anyway. When did this kicking a ball become this huge problem that needed to be stamped out? We move.
It's not.
Well, this has been around for over a season, so you had time to get used to it.
Yeah, it's not a huge problem.
When Reece James got 2 yellow cards against Newcastle and one was for kicking the ball away, I didn't make no complaints about it. I said he was a fucking idiot for that.
Yeah, kicking the ball away has been a bookable offense for the longest time. It's nothing new.
Big up Certified. Said KSI Havertz, more fouls than passes completed.
Facts.
He's a centre-back.
Big up Kurt Chaos. Says, I am so vexed with this. Michael Oliver says he won't send off Kovacic because he doesn't want to ruin the game, but gives Trossard 0.8 seconds and gives him a second yellow. Make it make sense, blood.
You can't make it make sense. You know why?
Make it make sense.
Because he's incompetent.
Yeah, Kovacic should have been off too. That was a poor decision last season.
It makes sense.
He's incompetent.
We can sit here and say Kovacic should have been sent off, but you man will sit here and say that Trossard shouldn't have been sent off.
Big up Timmy.
The Arsenal fans are as inconsistent as the refs, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Big up Timmy. He says crazy how Trossard got sent off 52nd minute first half. Johnny Rocks scores 52nd minute second half. Something wrong with the stars, blood.
That's crazy. That is mad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ray is here, blood. Big up Ray. He says the passing build up the fluidity with beautiful footballers like Grav. Pause. Clear of run and give it to Trent. Slot has made Diaz productive.
That's a little bit of Klopp slander in there. Fair enough.
We got Tanya again. Saka Palmer banned this season, both on 6 GNA.
But what is Palmer going to do when he gets double teamed, guys? We'll save that for the Chelsea section.
Saka's also the second player of all time to get 5 assists in his first Premier League games. The first person, the King tier.
Nice. Cole Palmer's the only person in 2024 to have 10 plus goals and assists.
Timmy Lopez back again. Says, big up. Michaela Oliver Zabish. Up your claw, haters. That must be a mad thing in his language. Big up Dr. Stun. He says, man said, oh no, like a bad ape from a Planet of the Apes.
I haven't watched that.
Neither have I. Well, I've seen it for time, should I say. Elon. Here he is, blood. He says, AFC would have won if Troops didn't dance. Kiss my teeth. I don't think they would have, blood, because I think I was like 30 seconds behind.
If it's anybody's fault, Leandro, mate. That's who you need to be looking at.
Michael Oliver. Big up Blue Blood. He says, Johnny Stones. Johnny Stones, Rolls Royce. Roms, my G.
Pick up Rums, yo.
Go fuck yourself, though, blood.
Pick up Rums.
Just take your time with it.
Your time with it. Take your time with it.
Cheers.
Ray is back again. He says, Flawless, please remind everyone who the only one to back Gravenberch was all last season was. What a player. The best midfielder in the league so far.
Yeah, this guy loves Gravenberch. Hey, Ryan, what happened to the Wharton hype? I thought that was your guy. I thought he was the best midfielder in the league. What happened?
Big up Mo. He said, my nan completed same passes as Killer Kai in that game.
Yeah, man. Word to my guy.
Shout out your nan.
Shout out to Kaneki, who said more assaults than passes. You know what I'm saying, in that game. That's what it was. But hey, Killer Kai, man.
Big up Luke Skywalker. Says, Oliver refs in the UAE. He's on City payroll. I heard about that as well, broski. Absolute scum of the earth. The Final Whistle podcast.
Robert Chelsea.
Y'all still take your time with it. Go fuck your bummer clot self. Shit. Yeah? Go fuck your ass clot self, yeah? Big up Siak. He says, just here to shout out one of the best right backs and DMs in the league, Saka and Havertz on a game last night. Genius 9-1-0 formation in your own 18 box. Innovative. Great. Big up Irvin. He says, getting cards for things others don't, it's robbery.
No, it's not robbery, Irvin. It's incompetence because it happens in every game, in every season.
It always happens in our game, innit, blood?
It happens in every single game, not just yours. It happens in every single game.
Should Calafiori's goal have stood?
Yeah, should have. Big up Ray. He said people actually blaming the referee for making the right decision. Crazy.
Mons, there you are.
Was a dumbass and deserved the second yellow. Blame lies with him.
Ran into Bernardo Silva at the center circle. Why?
Cam GG, family in the chat. So Wolves are the only team that's been fucked over more than Arsenal when it comes to refs/VAR. It's not a conspiracy anymore. Allow this shit.
Factually, it was actually Liverpool. Factually, it was Liverpool last season.
No.
This is the super chat of the stream, by the way.
Big up Cam. Yeah, so they're against Wolves. Then that's what it is. If Wolves have been messed over more, that means they've got a vendetta against Wolves.
Big up Yak one more time. Says, oh yeah, take your time with it. Seriously, troops, put that on a t-shirt like Snow Bunny Hunter in the room, bottom left corner. It will sell like hotcakes.
This is crazy, you know. The way you lot, you know what? I'm not even saying. You know what? Never mind, man. Never mind.
Big up Ali. He says Bernardo Silva is the most overrated player in the world.
Yeah, but he wasn't good last season. He's not been great this season. Yeah.
Big up Eternal Light. Lewis, keep the same energy on November 10th, my brother.
What, when we play you lot? Yeah, cool. Like, if there's any refereeing decisions, come. Like, yeah, okay.
Big up. Gang. Says Chelsea fan still hurt from 5-0. Sickening.
I've said this to my mates before. The 1-0 win you lot had in the bridge in 22-23 hurt way worse than any of the victories you've had since. That is hefty potch tax, but have it. Whatever.
Big up Gang again. Says game is gone. Even rivals defending refs.
We're not defending refs. I literally called them.
I've literally said the refs literally called them. You managers here moaning because we're disagreeing on one decision out of the various ones he got wrong.
I literally called them holes and called them incompetent. What are we doing out here?
Arsenal fans are the biggest victims in the league, man. Their victim mentality is ridiculous.
Big up Saint Doom. He says, great weekend of football. Head loss FC, Manchester United, blown bubbles popped. Big up Lewis and the panel. Lewis.
Chels. Up the Chels.
Cam. Back again. One rule for Arsenal, another for everyone else.
Yeah, okay.
Again, victims. But big up Cam.
Did Odegaard not handball? Did Odegaard not handball the ball at Anfield and nothing was given? Or am I mistaken? Did that not happen last season? Months? Odegaard at your place, did he not handball the ball and nothing was given?
Nothing was given.
Okay. Did Doku not get kicked? Doku kicked who in the chest at your place and nothing was given?
They also forgot to draw the. They also forgot to draw the lines at White Hart Lane.
Okay, all right. So and that's
got Lee Burnell.
Liverpool. Just showing that they've also had decisions go against them.
Gives a shit, blood.
They got Lee Burnell. It's all right when it's not you, though.
He says, big up troops and the man them. Flawless is a complete and total certified utter wallad. Mons is a certified complete and total utter peanut head.
My guy Lee Burnell, man. Big up yourself. Come on, family.
Big up gang again. He says, stop trying to paint all Arsenal fans in a bad light. We know what you are doing. Stop being disingenuous. Probably saw one person celebrate the injury.
No one.
Oh, is that right? Okay, cool. Well, I can bring up a share screen if you want.
Nice.
I don't mind.
Listen,
big up MF.
Do you want to rise up the share screen? I can provide evidence. I don't mind.
Big up MF.
Oh, okay, cool.
Moving like prime.
Everyone, just type in Rodri on Twitter and just scroll.
Big up Ty, blood. Big up Jake. He says, Watkins, Duran, Rogers, what a trio we have. Like I said, Aston Villa are going to be cooking this year. They looked to me like I was mad. They're not looking at me like I'm mad now, blood. Big up Faz. Winter Surfer, my G. Says, sorry I'm late. Just taking my time with it.
I like that. That's
big up Faz again. Ben Highsmith, my G. He says, when do we get on City for celebrating a draw against 10 men at home? Don't listen to the trolls like Peanut Head. We know that's a weak booking, but it happened and we move. Come on, you Gunners.
It celebrates the last minute equalizer. Like, what are we doing?
Celebrating draws, but apparently we wanted to draw in it. You get me? But we
They
would have won
celebrated the
2-1 up.
last-minute equaliser. Should they have just lightly clapped in the Etihad?
Should have picked up the ball and tried to win the game. Big up Jay Snaps. He says, Lewis, how have you chessed and you lost to City?
Because when we lost to City, I actually held my players accountable for not getting the 3 points. I remember we drew to Manchester City at the Etihad last season and everyone told me to be happy because we're 11th and shit. And I was fuming because we had the game won and we fumbled it. I hold my players accountable, unlike a lot of Arsenal fans. So thank you for the donation, but keep it stepping.
Big up Daniel. He says, Arsenal fans will be smiling in November if Anthony Taylor is refereeing the Arsenal and Chelsea game. They know he hates us.
Yeah, Troops is all for that. All right,
I'm all for that. Big up Nev.
This guy,
he says, if Arteta flops again, would you move on? I've already said if we don't win a trophy this year, uncomfortable conversations need to occur. Big up JC. He says, as an Arsenal fan, I can't stand the fan base. They always hold everything and everyone more accountable than their own players. I think it was harsh, the yellow card, innit? You get me? You know me, I hold players accountable. You don't get that from Troops. But yeah,
he literally charged that Bernardo Silva and had no intention of running the ball.
Bernardo Silva can go fuck himself. Big up JK. He says, all this energy from Arsenal fans. Where was this when McAllister got karate kicked in the box last season? Victim mentality, fan base, zero consistency. Sounds like Monts is on his burner account. You get me? He did it wrong. It's supposed to be Chelsea now. You get me?
Oh! Get in. Let's go.
Lewis, big win away from home for your Chelsea boys. 3-0 victory. Jackson getting man of the match. I'm currently deep in the mud. I got a stat for you. Well, I got 2 stats for you. Enzo Maresca is just the 8th manager in Premier League history to win each of his first 3 away games in the competition. And it is the first to do so since Pep Guardiola in September 2016. Indeed, Chelsea have won 5 consecutive away top flight matches for the first time since December 2021 under Tommy Tuchel. And since the start of May, Chelsea have won more Premier League points than any other side. And 3 more games than Arsenal during this period. Sorry, although they have played 2 more games than Man City and 3 more games than Arsenal during this period. You're starting to cook, blood. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you. I also have a couple stats again. Sorry, I just had to get rid of that typical Arsenal fan saying, oh, you're black and you support Chelsea. Yeah, I only get that from Arsenal fans, just typical. If I tell you that I only get racially abused when I go to the Emirates, it'll be a completely different story, but you can hold that block. I also have a few stats to get into. Myself. Enzo Maresca has won the same number of away games that Pochettino won in the whole of last season in just 5 matches.
Wait, Cole Palmer. How many games did Poch win last season away from home for you? 2? 3?
3.
Really?
And 2 came in that brilliant, sensational 5-game run that we should have kept him on.
That is crazy.
And the one before that was all the way in October. So it was October till May before we got an away win in the league. Cole Palmer is also the only Premier League player with 10+ goals and 10+ assists in 2024. Nicholas Jackson and Cole Palmer have the most goal contributions between each other since 23 and 24. We've won 5 consecutive top flight matches for the away top flight matches for the first time since December 2021. Nicholas Jackson also has more non-penalty goals in the Premier League since the start of last season, more than Solanke, more than Isak, more than clinical but I need a striker Kai, more than Salah, and more than Heung-min Son. And I would also like to call out all the Pochapolitis wafflers that were all crying after a defeat to the 4 Peters to Manchester City. I'd like to know where they are now because, like we said, all you needed was a little bit of patience. We've had 5 games. We've had 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. It's a better start than last year, but everybody wanted to throw their toys out the pram and do up panic settings after 1 game. And yes, it is still early in the season, so I'm not going to say too much in terms of where we should be throughout the season. It's still top 4. It's still a trophy, but we are progressing in the right path. Nicholas Jackson, this is why I said I'm not going to be reactionary after one game against Bournemouth. His problem is he's got a little bit of inconsistency about him, but he's capable of dropping games like that against West Ham, and he was sensational, deserved the man of the match. Link-up play on point. Composure in front of goal is the number one thing that I've said I wanted to see more from him. The first goal, under the keeper's legs from a tight angle. The second goal, a Trivela one-on-one with the goalkeeper with a sensational 2-minute run of play in the build-up to that.
Sancho assist.
Which is just a what?
Sancho assist.
Yeah, the United hate watch died in 4 minutes. Again, Sancho is just providing more creativity for us on the left-hand side. He can play on the touchline. He can play in the half spaces. You already know what he offers 1v1, and the short passing yet again is just sensational from him. But it's not even just him. Moises Caicedo, like I've been saying, the best midfielder in London. This guy had yet again dropped a standard 8 out of 10 and just kept it moving because that's what Moises Caicedo does.
He was 10 out of 10 still. He was 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Mons. Thank you, Mons.
How much did that burn you to say that, Mons?
Huh?
How much did that burn you to say that?
It did burn me to say it, but I say what I see, man. He was unbelievable. He got
a lot of space in the midfield, though.
He stopped.
But he did use it. I can't lie.
He stopped, man. He stopped West Ham. Anything that was about to happen, he made sure he stopped that before it could happen. And that is a massive. That 6 role and being able to cut out those attacks, and even his passing, everything was just very good, very, very good. So I can't hate.
Shout out to Caicedo. I thought Enzo had a much more improved performance as well. He had some unlucky periods as well, but for the performances we've seen this season, it was a massive step forward. Levi Colwill, yet again, another brilliant performance. This guy's ball playing is absolutely ridiculous. Tosin surprised me because I've been talking about how you need to keep the Colwill-Fofana partnership. But I mean, if Tosin's going to keep playing like that, there might be another little selection headache there as well, which, again, music to my ears. These are the sorts of headaches that I want within the squad. Sanchez, another great performance. Brilliant ball playing from him. Cucurella, just another sensational performance from him too. Cole Palmer, who still had a quiet game, who still had to deal with being double or triple marked, still left with a goal because he's Cole Palmer. And then the depth. Do you remember the saying? We used to have Pedro for depth, and then we wheel out Pedro for depth. And Nkunku off the bench. João Felix off the bench. This is why I said I back my attack, I back my midfield. I remember on the last show, there was some bozo who tried to drop a super chat saying you have 5 Martinellis in your team. I'm still waiting for him to tell me who the 5 Martinellis are. Have some respect for the attackers that we have. Because yet again, they just did their thing and they kept it moving.
Your attackers don't do it in big games like Martinelli. Don't do that. That's not.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what I'm waiting for him to come out and tell me. Where is the 5 Martinellis? I want to know. But it's just another brilliant performance from the Chelsea. And we just have to keep it stepping. We have to keep the momentum moving. Brighton and Nottingham Forest are there before the international break. That should be 6 points. No BS, no questions asked. Go and get 6 points because everything after the international break is when we really find out what this club's made of. Because after the international break, we travel to Anfield, we travel to Old Trafford, we have, I think, Newcastle at home or someone else, and then we have Arsenal before the next international break. That is when we know what this team's capable about, because we'll be able to see how we handle the bigger matches. But for now, our biggest problem was more like the mid-table, the lower tier teams, and we seem to be doing our thing against them. There was like one little slip up against Crystal Palace, and even then I just put that down to us kind of struggling in the last 30 with the low block. Nothing really that deep to worry about. And ever since then, we've been just doing our thing and keeping it stepping. So it does feel good to watch Chelsea again. It does feel good to look at the lineup and to not be disgusted at any individuals in the team or the manager that's managing the club, because he's getting us cooking. Who knows what the season brings for us, but for me, it's still top 4. It's still a trophy until I see otherwise. So, yeah, up the Chelsea, and it's good to be back.
Bastards. We got Todd Miller. He says, Troops, Kai still clear of Jackson.
Yeah, that is a good question to ask.
I just want to say, whoever edited that clip of us discussing that, it was brilliant. Shoot, salute to you, whoever that is that edited that clip is brilliant.
His name's Fansand FC off TikTok or something.
Fansand FC, shout out to you, man.
Yeah,
that
big up
clip,
to you, man.
Yo, that editing was absolutely A1. You know what I'm saying? The music, the cuts, the subtitles on the screen. Oh, fire. 110%. Hey, big up to you, man.
Big up the final whistle. He says Cucurella silent hero. Shout out to Robert Sanchez.
Yeah. Again, two more players had good games.
For me, Colwell through the lines here. The line breaking passes were unbelievable for me as well. Massive stand. Sancho, like, I think, listen, man, people, you can say, oh, West Ham is shit at the moment, but I think West Ham's 11 actually on paper is still quite good. So, you know, they still have to get the job done away from home, something they haven't done in 3 seasons. So there's no place of hate in that game for me. Back shots, poor. Got
Big up Timmy.
Hey, yo.
He says, I said Michaela Olivia. Big up Timmy again. He says, cause man's a bitch. Y'all didn't get it. Yo.
Who you talking about?
Oh, now he's talking about
We can talk about Michael Oliver.
Michael
Oliver.
Yeah.
He's cooking Oliver blood. Long may the cooking continue. You get me? Flawless.
Yeah.
Man United getting a draw away at Crystal Palace. You get me? Hella missed chances, bro. You know what I mean? Garnacho missing chances. You get me?
Bruno. Don't forget Bruno.
Yep, Bruno as well. Blood.
Don't forget the delete header.
RPG.
The delete header back post. He's got to score that blood. Didn't even get on target.
No, keep it saved it. Keep it saved it.
Actually, he did still.
Josh Schwartzy.
Lucky not to lose it in the second half, blood. You get me? Eze missing probably the best chance of the game.
Yeah, the one he put wide of the post. I thought it was in.
I thought it was in.
As soon as this rolled back to him,
to score that.
Yeah, as it rolls back to me on the watch log, as the ball's going back to him, I'm just expecting the net to nestle. I'm just expecting it to go in that bottom corner right there. And he put it wide. I was in shock. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Joshua Dubois fight when I was watching him. Like I was in shock type. It was in that shock type of thing.
But this was just the 4th goalless draw Man United have played out under Ten Hag in the Premier League, and the first since drawing 0-0 with Liverpool in December 2023. Jeez. And of teams they faced more than 10 times in the Premier League, Man United have drawn 0-0 in a high percentage of their games versus Crystal Palace than against any other opponent in the competition. So you understand, this is the game that you more time draw. You get me? But
I didn't know that stat. That's an interesting stat.
And I bring them for your club.
Man, appreciate it. In regards to the game, the most interesting thing was going to be the midfield. What does he go with? Obviously, Barnsley I spoke about last week. Great to get the win. Great to get the emphatic win, no injuries. But
Rashford dropped was very weird.
It's this manager. The amount of times I've asked for Rashford to be dropped and he dropped him coming off of 2 goals, but Rashford should have been dropped anyway. So it's more the midfield. That was the interesting part. Would it be Agate? Would it be Casemiro? You know, Bruno's going to play. Is it going to be Maino? Is it going to be Eriksen? You went with Eriksen and Maino. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? It worked. I had no issues in particular in that first half. First half, that was one of the best performances I've seen from us in a long time. Probably our best performance in that first half since we played Palace in the League Cup last season. Like, that was probably, like, I can't remember a time we played that good. And I'm normally critical of the attack, not only for our lack of clinicalness, but also our lack of creating chances. Should have been outside in the first half. We created more than enough to be out of sight. Garnacho had 2 chances. Bruno on the follow-up also hitting the bar. The De Ligt header, the Bruno one from outside the box was after that. But I've just mentioned
the one with the out.
But I think that was second half. But the first half, I've just named 4.
Yeah,
Palace didn't have a shot on target till the Eze shot where he should have took an extra touch in the first half. Should have been out of sight. Now in the second half, did we start off well? Yeah, Palace got into the game a little bit. Our subs didn't help. I'm critical of 10.
That's why I said at the start 10 clueless, because the substitutions he made was kind of it didn't make sense.
Eriksen I kind of get taken off because Xerxes should have stayed out there because he's someone who can make.
As soon as he went off, there was no creation at the top.
Yeah, the ball don't stick. Eriksen was doing well, playing the ball through the lines and progressing the pass and keeping it ticking. Maino was Maino, and Xerxes a good link-up player. And we're seeing that already. And when him and Ericsson went off, our link-up died. Then it just became long ball. And our front four was Garnacho, Bruno, Højlund, and Rashford. That should never, ever, ever be our front four in any capacity. I don't want to see.
You weren't happy to see Højlund come back?
Side. No.
No.
Why am I happy to see? Why? Like, why?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Højlund, yeah. Why would I be happy to see Højlund coming back? I was hoping that it was gonna be he scores the winner and everyone jumps on the train and like, yeah, but he's back into the derby. That should never be our front four. I don't want to see that be our front four against the Championship side in a League Cup or FA Cup. Because they ain't even good. Not only do I not rate them as individuals, those four, they ain't great foils for each other as a profile. But we got the draw. Improved again. I've mentioned this on this show many a time, mentioned on my platform everywhere I've been in regards to defensively. And that's where I don't really have issues. Did Palace create? Yeah, teams are going to create against us. Just law of averages, but have we improved in that aspect? Yes. De Ligt are good again. Mazraoui good again. Martinez fine. As much as I've been critical of him in the past, Onana did what he had to do. Who should have been sent off? Who? Martinez. The refereeing decisions. The first thing Yeah. He was on the Finn Balor thing.
I thought he was looking at Jeff Hardy or filling a cell or something. Cause like, I said, brother, my man. I said, bro, is that Finn Balor? I said, yo, dog.
Did you see the edit? Someone edited him for jumping off the top rope.
Trying to put man through a table, cause I said, brother, yo, Alessandro, yo. For a little he can jump, you know. He's got a spring in his You understand?
I think he's a weirdo. I think Alessandro is actually a weirdo because he easily could have been first to that ball with a normal standing.
Yeah, what was he thinking, bro? This guy's got problems.
You know what it was?
Why did he do that, lad?
Word to my guy, Eddie said it, man. You know what that was? Copa America special, man. South Americans, man. Them footballers are just wired different. They're just wired different. That's what it is. Not all of them, but the vast majority of them.
I think it's a hype thing, innit? I think it's a hype.
It might be a short syndrome thing. And you know, the first thing I said about Martinez when that challenge went in before I knew what the outcome was, stupid challenge. If you get sent off, that's on you.
And then
I'm not blaming the
funniest thing is he was like,
Yeah.
Man was shocked. Man was shocked. He was shocked. Nah,
I was shocked he didn't get a red card.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's even VAR. If the ref didn't get it, I thought, okay, VAR's going to give this.
Yeah. I thought potentially it could have, and I was thinking,
why? It's the only thing that saves him. He doesn't catch Kamada.
My man did. Yeah, he didn't. If he leans into the tackle,
Kamada never really made anything of it.
He didn't make it
because he didn't lean into the tackle. If he leans into the tackle, it increases the chances.
It was more the people then behind him that was like, yo.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. He was looking like Finn Balor, man. It was like
I swear that caught the grab off the top rope.
No cap. It's mad me saying this, but Man United, I think, even though I'm gonna clown you, man, for drawing against Palace, but I think you should take that performance over the 3 points in this one instance, simply because, again, we don't really know many Man United performances that we can go, oh yeah, that was cold. There's not been many convincing performances over the last year. I couldn't even count 4 or 5.
I think I can count. I think
I said
maybe like 2 or
FA Cup final.
I said Palace last season.
FA Cup final.
FA Cup, Palace in Palace
in the Carabao Cup.
Liverpool.
No.
FA Cup.
No. They scored in the last minute of extra time. Didn't do nothing.
I think
we just gave them a game. Like I see, that's where the bar. See how the bar's so low. The bar's so low.
The way that they slapped up Chelsea was mad last year. The one that you went to.
Chelsea. But you know, we're scrambling for 4 and 5 over the span of the year. So this is why I say, cool. Like Man United easily could have won that game 1-0, played shit, and it's another conversation about papering over the cracks. But in this instance, I think you can look at the performance and go, cool, we don't see a lot of these performances. So Man United are going to get more points performing like that than win games in a shit version of what we've seen so often from Man United going in the past. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going to get more points performing like that than stealing games.
I hear what you're saying. You're right in that sense because the performance was good, but why I don't take confidence from the performance? One, because we just haven't been consistent, period, number one. And number two, our attack is the worst part of our team. And this shows like the chances that we missed. And I don't trust these man, whether it's a limited number of chances, whether we create a medium amount of chances or whether we create a lot of chances. I don't trust these man to score because we don't have goal scorers. We
And
don't.
also,
in this side.
I think, do you know what it is?
80 goals and all that a few weeks ago.
No, remember the criticism I received for that?
Everyone
you don't back United enough and all of this crap.
Bro, everyone has dropped the bar for Man United. Man United
80 league goals.
I'll be honest, we speak about you lot now as if you're like, we sympathize.
It's funny.
Bro, we sympathize with you lot like you're mid-table fodder. I have to come back to it because you guys have played 5 games and won 2 games. You got 7 points out of a possible 15, and you now have to go and play Tottenham. Even though it's at home, you have Tottenham next. Now,
where?
At OT.
No, at Old Trafford.
Our next 5 league games are rough as well.
But
what's your next 5?
Yeah, I think you have Villa away. I think you have Villa away.
Because I've got you lot here.
Nah, it's
so
crazy.
your next 5 games.
Our next 5 league games are crazy. Read them out.
Your next 5 league games are Tottenham at home, Villa away, Brentford at home, West Ham away, and then Chelsea home. Then you've got Leicester at home.
Yeah,
and
it becomes a little bit more after
break.
That. November, but like those November, it's.
Are we gonna drop points at Old Trafford this time? I can't wait.
All right, you've got what? You got us in December.
December's rough as well.
December's rough still. You got us. You got City. You got Liverpool. No, you got Liverpool January 4th.
Fucking hell.
We open up the new year away at
Newcastle.
Thank God it's the day after my birthday. Yeah, my lord.
Yeah, you're pissed, blood. You better make sure you have.
Just drink till you're so hungover you sleep through the game. Bro.
You better be drunk on that. That better be a drink along. You understand?
Yeah, drink along.
They call it a drink along, blood. You get me?
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm still be drinking.
When we talk about the bar of Man United, obviously you lot played well, but not inevitably, you eventually drop points, in a game where if we're talking about Manchester United and improvements, it's still not good enough. You know what I'm saying? We talk about your attack. We know your attack doesn't score goals. We know that your defense has improved, but you still leak goals at times. You know what I'm saying? Yes, brilliant double save from Onana, but
world class second one as well, by the way.
World class double save.
Did I not say to you, Flawless, that Onana is getting better?
He has improved. I said
that. I'm not
saying
that.
No. I'm saying he's played. I have no complaints of him since.
Yeah.
I can't remember when actually. This season I've got
this
complaints.
year. I think this year.
This I can't remember too many games last season. I mean last year.
He was crap against Liverpool. He was crap against his positioning was crap against Liverpool, but
the Salah goal, that was the one. That's it. Just the Salah goal. That's my
only. Watch his positioning for the cross for Diaz's first goal.
Which again is improvement. Nah, that's not on him. That Diaz goal it's an overload on the back.
No, I'm just saying his positioning was shocking. Like he has a thing where sometimes he just has these farts where he positions himself weird.
The Salah one 110%. I agree with you, but
he's improving. But he's improving from a point where he never should have been in the first place.
I agreed.
And this is and again, Manchester United are in a position where they shouldn't be in the first place. Man United sit below Tottenham in 11th place, and we are trying to dig out for positives because of improvements that we've seen from last season. Again, they are not positive when it comes to goal difference. You played slightly better football, and the manager has made a decent decision. But again, for me, it's one step forward, one step back. Because he starts the right midfield, he goes for a technical midfield and takes them all off at once. And then you man start playing RPG football.
And that ties into the squad.
We speak about you lot, how we speak about Tottenham.
Yeah, because you mentioned it. They're not very good, but you said.
Tottenham have played multiple games and have played well and have ended up either losing or drawing. And we look at them like they're cucks.
Yeah, but when it's not a very good side, because you said it there where Manchester United should be. It's not a question of where we should be. We're not very good. I'm fully aware. I assess us not for where we should be. I assess Manchester United for where we are. And this is where we're at. Like, I'll call out the positives when I see good things. I'm gonna call out improvements regardless. If we were top of the league and it was
I agree, bro. That first,
we was good. But I'm just saying overall, I don't trust this team regardless. That's why when you said about playing like that, one, I don't trust us to go play like that again and again. Because I don't trust these players and I don't trust this manager and with his poor bench as well.
That's how bad it is, because you know what it is. Like, I know you, bro. What you saw on that weekend, you're happy because you're optimistic in a sense because you know what, we played well. in 60 minutes. But I know in your head, normally, that is what should be expected. But it's being spoken of as a high praise when it just should be expected. That should just be the level to go and play Crystal Palace and look good against them for 60 minutes should be the baseline performance for any Manchester United side. But we're speaking about it as high praise because you man are literally mid-table.
It's because of where we're at, and like that's where it is. And unfortunately, that's because of the new ownership. That's because of the manager. That's because of these players. None of these things there are exceptional. Now we'll go as far as our individual players play well. If Eric's like our defense played well in that game for the most part, Eriksen played well, Maino played well, Xerxes played well. Our attackers should have done more because we had enough of the ball in the correct areas, and as much as we created, we should have created more. But I'm fully aware of where we're at. I predicted the 7th, so that's how I look at us. We're the 7th best team in the league, in my opinion. So that's how I look. We ain't gonna do nothing of note in the league. Domestic cups can we win? Yes, because that's where we're at. We're a cup side at this moment in time until this manager gets sacked. Sometimes I'm hoping that the Palace game is not a one-off. I'm hoping we play Spurs and we play Villa and so forth and so forth. We play 20 this week and the performances are like that. Do I see that happening? No. I don't trust these players or this manager because these players are not good enough under this manager and this manager is not good enough. Now, if we had a different manager, could he get more out of them? Yes. I don't think these players are that bad. But with the Palace game, I don't put that too much. I put that more. I blame the players more than I do the manager. And in regards to the squad and the subs, that's also on the manager and the recruitment team because that they should never be the options. Rashford and Højlund and Anthony and Mount should never be your options trying to win a game. Never, ever. I have no issue with Agate coming on the pitch. Gate's been fine. He's only played played in that game, played in the Southampton game, played in the Barnsley game. Absolutely fine. That's not where my issues lie. I say we've got 3 clean sheets out of 5. Massive improvement from where we're at. 3 clean sheets out of 5 from conceding 20 plus shots game after game is a massive improvement. Is there still levels to go in that aspect? Yes. But we've improved defensively because of the defensive players we bought. But if we're going to keep Ten Hag, I would have rather we bought attacking players. Go the Chelsea route. I'd buy attacking players and try to outscore teams because you can't win games 0-0. But you can win games 4-3. But again, this club's been backwards. It's a long season. I've been saying this to Manchester United fans, lock in long season. But if we play like we did against Palace in future games, cool. Do I see that happening? No. But so far what I've seen is it's not been as bad. It's not been an absolute car crash. That's what I'll say. But yeah, disappointed to not win the game.
We got Love United, hate the ops. He said Chelsea are playing good, but let's be real, should have lost against Bournemouth due to Palace and played against a bad West Ham side. Good versus Wolves, though.
Word to Flawless. Coulda, woulda, didn't. We won. So
big up SM Talks. He says Lewis with fake Poch stats had so many away wins. Fulham, Luton, Burnley, Palace, Brighton, Forest, Tottenham.
Yeah, I'd like to make a correction. It was actually the same amount of away wins that Pochettino won in 2024. And I also think it's also more aways with clean sheets than Pochettino, but I might be wrong on that one. But yeah, there you go, Poch Pegger. Thank you for the donation.
That's rude. Sorry.
Months. You bounce back with a 3-0 victory over Bournemouth. Luis Diaz is absolutely cooking this season. You get me?
You repeat that one, please.
Luis Diaz is cooking, blood. You deaf, fam. Go clean out your fucking stinking dirty ears, you dickhead. But the big news is that your boy Trent, blood. You get me? I told you that. Video when it all falls down. You get me? When the spine starts to break away. You get me? It's looking peak, bruv. You know what I mean? But Trent has spoken on his Liverpool future. You get me? I want to get your thoughts about Trent. I want to get your thoughts about this, blood. You get me? I quote, as you said, you have quotes. I have quotes as well, pussy old. Yeah. I want to be a Liverpool player this season as a minimum. This is what I will say on my future. I want to win trophies. It's crucial. I'm a player who's highly motivated by winning things and so being elite. That's probably the main factor of anything. I want to win. I want trophies, and this factor will be key for me. I have always said I want to captain Liverpool. Sure. That is an aim of mine and a goal of mine. Whether that happens then is out of my hands, to be honest. I've been at Liverpool for 20 years now. I've signed 4 or 5 contract extensions. None of them have been said in public. This one won't be either. What do we take from that, blood? Do we take that if you lot don't win more than a Carabao Cup, he's off?
Troops is the worst guy to bring you back.
I'll say this. If I was,
I just want to know that. Does it mean that like
no,
Madrid are gonna try and do a wait? Does it mean that Madrid are gonna try and do like a double swoop and try try get Saliba and Trent on a free? You get me? Because you understand they're flirting with Saliba. They're sending scouts to look at Saliba.
When Saliba out of contract? Well, yeah, did he not sign a new deal recently?
Saliba's got till 2027. So
okay, I thought he signed a new deal. Yeah.
Okay. We would they'd have to give us the bag, but they could get Trent possibly on a free.
So for me, so now I mean, if I was victim or had that victim fan mentality that certain fan bases are drunk off of, I would say Liverpool won 3-0, and the only thing we want to speak about is Trent's contract because everyone hates Liverpool and no one wants to see us succeed. But I'm not going to do that, because actually, I'm secure about my team. I'm not saying that's you, by the way, Troops, but I'm secure.
Wrong.
I know I'm not getting indirects.
I'm secure about my team, not insecure. So we can talk about Trent because 3-0 Bournemouth was expected, right?
They've never won at Anfield, so it definitely was expected.
Yeah, but then again, Nottingham Forest hadn't won in God knows how long.
Yeah, but they actually had previous of winning on your ground. Bournemouth have never.
I hear it. I think with Trent, listen, you got to call a spade, innit?
You're panicking, innit?
No, I'm not panicking. I think his contract
is already panicking, man. Them
again. Bro, I won my game 3-0 and I'm above you, and you are still punching air particles because of Trossard's stupidness. So for me,
fine.
Listen, you don't need to project. You can
try the whole flip reverse it. You get me? But as you can see, this is the Liverpool section. You know what I mean? We spoke about Arsenal. There'll be no deflecting here. I never deflected, so don't deflect, blood. You get me?
No, you just didn't say anything. You were just shouting and screaming. You're just shouting. So genuinely, when it comes to Trent, personally, I feel like Liverpool need to prove to him, and he needs to prove to Liverpool why his.
What does he have to prove?
Would make sense. I think because he wants to be the captain of Liverpool. I don't think for me, he needs another season to be the captain of Liverpool.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I think while Virgil van Dijk is here, he's not going to be the captain of Liverpool.
Okay. And is Virgil staying beyond next season?
That's down to the board. Virgil wants to stay, but does Michael Edwards has a thing? He's not like Klopp. Klopp tends to keep a player a year too late. Michael Edwards tends to let the players go a year early and reset and go again and do things that way. So Salah and Virgil van Dijk have openly said that like they're happy to stay, but they've openly said that the club hasn't offered them anything. Them man, you know what I'm saying? Them man want to stay. But the issue is them man have walked into a situation where the club haven't sorted out their contracts before they came in. So that's why I'm not blaming them, because this is a situation they've kind of joined the club and this is the situation kind of thing. If we're talking about Trent, for me, I want him to stay because I feel like obviously he's 25, innit? So
he's not even in his prime.
Yeah, he's not even in his prime for me. And I don't care what anyone says. Trent is definitely improving defensively, 100% in my opinion. Liverpool, since we haven't conceded a goal while Trent's played right back. I'm not saying he's the reason why he's the sole reason, because Ibu and Konate have been phenomenal, but he's definitely looked better defensively, and I think that's credit to Slot. I just feel like
just on Konate, that double tackle, mad.
Yeah. Konate's doing his thing. So listen, I said Kwanzaa's better than Konate, and I was very wrong about that. So I'll hold that in it. Like I can hold my hands up on that. That doesn't mean Kwanzaa's a bad defender.
That you said that because man used to say that Konate is better than Saliba. So for you to even put Kwanzaa above him is a bit mad.
I've never said Konate is better than Saliba.
No, I'm saying not you. I'm saying man. I said man.
Oh yeah.
I know you are a man, but not you.
But yeah, no, I hear it. So I'm saying, like, for me, that doesn't mean Kwanzaa's a bad defender. I still think Kwanzaa's a very good prospect. It's just that Konate he's gone back to that level that Liverpool fans know that he can get to. But in regards to Trent, listen, man, it's not a nice situation, in it? Because now when you see all these quotes, you never know if it's like, we talked about trophies. Liverpool have won trophies, but they haven't won majors in about 5 years now, or 4 years now. It hasn't been a Champions League or a Premier League. But to be fair, the only two teams that win majors are Man City and Real Madrid. Genuinely, the only teams that win majors. I'm talking about, like, when I say UCL. There are obviously the others like PSG and Bayern and that, but we're not going to have them.
I wouldn't put PSG in the Champions League section.
No, I'm talking about in their domestic leagues, innit?
Okay.
For their domestic leagues.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of the proper two big boys, it is pretty much City and Real Madrid. And if Real Madrid's knock is different, man, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, and I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm 100% Trent staying, because at this rate, I don't even know. Everything seems to be quite innocuous, hinting, and I think obviously Trent's contract hasn't really been discussed in public many times like this. So this is kind of new for all of us, probably even new for him. So in terms of Trent, like, I'm not happy about the situation, but as long as he's showing his professionalism on the pitch, I've not got an issue. He's got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? He's got a job to do, and he's doing it very well at the moment. So I'm not. It's kind of, if he starts, throwing out bad performances week in, week out, then you kind of look at, cool, is the contract thing kind of messing with his head? Is he playing for the new contract? Is he playing for a Real Madrid caller? You know what I'm saying? That's when all these questions start to kind of arise. But as long as he's doing his thing, I'm happy. And going into the game, gravy boat, bro. This guy is just too cold, bro. It's consistent 8s and 9s and a few 10s in there in the 6 games I've seen this season. This guy is what we thought we was going to get from Szoboszlai. I'm sorry. Like,
you guys, I got a bounce. Big up to everybody. Take care, everyone.
McAllister's finally being unleashed. I don't know if you man saw McAllister's half volley past the Salah outside of the boot kind of thing, like the half volley cut the grass through ball. If you're not, I'll go send it to you. I'll put the link in the chat. Disgusting. The way Liverpool are moving right now in terms of some of the players that we didn't expect to be balling out. For me, I'm just happy to see Slot ball having a good effect on the Liverpool players. Yes, obviously last week was a blip. Last week we wasn't firing in front of goal. But at the end of the day, there was only one way to make up for it, and that was by battering AC Milan and smoking Bournemouth, and we done those two things. That's the only thing you could do when you make a mistake. You've got to make up for it. I think that's the character that we need to show if we're going to be anywhere near Arsenal and City, because that sort of consistency is what we need. So for me, I have to give credit for Darwin Núñez. Everyone knows my opinions on Darwin.
I was going to say, your boy Darwin with arguably goal of the weekend, his first goal.
Like that for me, and it's funny because he missed a sitter from 3 yards and he scores that. He's just an enigma. He's just an enigma of a player. I don't know what he is, but he's Darwin Núñez, isn't it? Like, how can you roll it onto your left and bend the ball outside of the post back in and kisses the post and goes in? He saw what show? You think you could score bangers? I'll do it in my weaker foot. Say less. He took his time with it. He actually took his time with it because it didn't even do no flashy skill. You don't want no flashy skill. He just dragged it. He literally dragged it and then just slapped it. Bins. I was like, yo, you know what? say flipping less. Say less, bro. I'll be honest. So for me, listen, Darwin, I wouldn't say he deserved the start, but Jota was so bad he was going to get his start. So for me, he marked his start with a goal. I don't think his performance was too bad. And if he can build on that,
the side over Jota now?
Yeah. You score a goal like that, there's no reason for him not to start the next game, because he's gonna kick on from that. Or I'd like to think he'll kick on from that. Jota obviously needed to be dropped. You can't play 2-3 games like that and not be dropped, or not at least be subbed off at least quite early in games. This is how you gotta be. You can't be too sympathetic, or what's the word that people use of Klopp when you keep a player playing. Sentimental. That's the word. Yeah, like Klopp obviously sometimes is a bit too sentimental with players, and I think Slot isn't that type of manager. And Núñez did miss a sitter. He kicked the ball at man's face. He kicked like he shot in front of goal and it hit man in his face and it missed, and which is obviously unlucky in it. But it just goes to show like what type of he loves to score worldies, and it's great to see. And I hope he can improve on it. I'll be honest with this. I'm not gonna throw no like unneeded hatred. I think for me, the only one I still kind of worry about a little bit is Szoboszlai. I still think that what I see from him is okay, but it's just okay. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I'll say. Huh? Is what?
It's nothing special.
No, it's nothing special. But listen, we what he brings physically is brilliant for the system. It's very integral to the system. But at the same time, he's a lot better. Like, technically, we know the ability he has, but if you don't do anything with your ability, you're a different kind of shit. And remember, I've said it last. I literally said it on Friday. The type of shit you can be, one type of shit or another type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you actually have ability and you don't use it, that annoys me more.
Yeah, that stuff you know there's talent there. Yeah.
That annoys me, because if you're actually just shit, at least run around and then put yourself about in that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're doing what you can with your ability. But yeah, no. And Diaz, what can I say about Diaz, man? Salah obviously missed bro. Another day, Salah should probably have 3-4 goals. Like, he should have been passing it when he was shooting and shooting when he should have passed. But Salah still, I think his all-round game was fine outside of that. But Luis Diaz. Oh my days, bro. Yeah, Kepa tax for the first goal, but Luis Diaz.
Yeah, Kepa on some foolishness, man.
He's a fucking Diaz
is on
both man. To his first 2 goals. Yeah, man. Foolishness.
Luis Diaz is on actual votes. Like, I need and I was about to mention Rums, actually. So big up Rums in the chat, actually. Luis Diaz stocks. I hope you bought them, because it might be too late. Stocks might be expensive.
Is it buying Diaz stocks? Is that where we're at?
Bro, I kept my stocks, just not like I didn't sell all of my stocks, because I said, listen, I understand the Luis Diaz slander, but the hate was overplayed, man. Man were calling him crap, and he's just like, you know what I'm saying? He still brings a lot to the game outside of his goals. It's just he's crap, and he's just not very good in front of goal, and that's not okay. But that's what Luis Diaz is, and if we can get him to be like this in front of goal and to kind of go back to the way he was before Partey broke his knee, then you know, we might be all right. But for now, as I said, Liverpool looking good, man. Liverpool looking good. I've not got too much to complain about, and let's take this form into the next game and keep all the players playing, man. I'm gassed. Listen, 4 clean sheets. Do you know what's funny? No Alisson. No one speaks about it. No Alisson. You know what I'm saying? Talk about people who players.
Keller made a good save as well.
Yeah. Keller I think Keller is too good to be a number 2 in my opinion. Anyway, like, I feel like we're very this is probably the last year we'll have Keller here, and he'll definitely leave next year. Especially with what he said when man was all sitting back and going, yeah, like, I wanted to be number 1. The club's turning down offers for me, and that, bro, he's leaving next year, innit? But Kelleher does his thing, man. He's a brilliant keeper. He's won us domestic cups, and I'm looking at me personally, like the defense as a whole. Obviously, listen, I know Arsenal have a better defense than us, but Liverpool's defense is up there, man. Our defense so far has been up there. 5 clean sheets in 5 clean sheets in 6 games. You conceded 1 goal all season, and that's on 25 yards. You know what I'm saying? Chiesa nearly coming off and scoring, hitting the inside of the post, man. I'm happy, man. Nothing to complain about, but we go again next game. Simple as that. Very difficult game in the cup, because we're going to rotate against a very good West Ham team. So we'll see what happens for that one, man.
Big up Kurt Chaos. He says Haaland can fuck off too. The Norwegian great Carly. I like that one, blood.
That's funny still.
I like that one, blood.
That's funny.
Man like Hooks. Big up man like Hooks, you know. He said, Troops, man, I'm hurting for the players, bro. They left blood, sweat, and tears on the pitch, coughing up dust from their lungs. We were so close.
Yeah, man, you lot were so close. You should be hurting for all the players halftime, Hooks, apart from Leandro. Trust.
Pain, fam. Trust me.
Yeah,
Pain,
man.
my bro.
We here for you, man.
Big up Rye. He says, was Trey crying when City equalized? Take your time with it. Nah, he wasn't, blood. Like, I see people in the comments like, yo, I hear someone crying in the background. Trey weren't crying, blood. Like, I
just shouting.
Yeah.
Like, I heard him, but I couldn't make out what it was.
Yeah, he weren't crying, blood. Yeah, there was no tears, blood. You understand? So it's not like we lost a trophy or something. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I mean, he was all right, blood. You get me? Other games, Aston Villa 3, Wolves 1, Ollie Watkins, Konsa, and that guy Duran getting another goal, blood. You get me? This guy,
on fire, man.
I think he's got the most goal. I think he's got the best minutes to goal ratio in the Premier League right now, blood. You get me? He's on absolute crud. I told everyone that Villa, you get me, they thought Villa will not be.
Everyone
Do
thought
too
Villa would fall off, even though they haven't played the best still. But yeah, them for people had them outside the top 6 and 7 and stuff.
Yeah.
Villa will be fine.
I've got them in my top 4, blood. You get me? And you can
top
see
5.
that they're going to be there or thereabouts. Fulham 3, Newcastle 1. Raul Jimenez with a fantastic finish and another banger. Emil Smith blood clot roll, lovely team goal from Fulham. Harvey Barnes off the bench, another goal. I told man last week, I tweeted, I was like, yo, Harvey Barnes was ahead of a lot of these English left wingers, blood. Then he got that terrible injury, missed out on the Euros, wasn't ready for the World Cup, but now he's back in full effect, bro. You get me? Causing absolute mayhem. I think that's 4-4 or 3-3 now for Newcastle this season. So good to see Barnes backfiring. Reece Blood Clark Nelson, Reece Bumba Clark Nelson, obviously the loanee, the Arsenal loanee, getting his first Premier League goal for Fulham after getting a goal midweek in the cup for the Cottagers. Where are we going to go now, blood? Southampton 1, Ipswich 1. Ipswich equalizing in the last minute, deflected goal from the captain. Very harsh, blood. Ramsdale making a good few saves, but Southampton still to get 3 points this season. Tottenham 3, Brentford 1, and Mbeumo, another banger, blood. You get me?
It was very good. Very good.
Either him or Darwin for goal of the weekend. I might even have to go for Mbeumo because it was a first-time volley on his left foot. It was an absolute rocket, blood. You get me? But then the son of a bitches came back into the game, scored 3 times, and yeah, that's how it ended. Leicester 1, Everton 1. Both sides still both looking for their first wins of the season. Everton took the lead early on with Ndí. That Ndí looks good, blood.
He looks like a decent player. He looks like a decent player.
He looks like a very decent player, blood. Leicester getting equaliser late on. And Brighton 2, Forest 2. Chris Wood and Sosa getting the goals for Forest. Hinshelwood and Danny Welbs at it again for Brighton. Morgan Gibbs-White getting a red card as well. So he's going to miss a game or 2. You know what I mean? That's it for the weekend's games. We got some midweek football, blood. You get me? Carabao Cup. Obviously, some teams took part last week, and some teams will take part this week. We are entering the chat, and so are Liverpool and who else is going in? City, and Chelsea as well, blood. You get me? So I would have wanted to get a quick.
Wait, Chelsea Conference League, are they in the Carabao?
Nah, Chelsea.
They're playing Barrow. Yeah,
they're playing Barrow, blood. You understand? Yeah. Chelsea are playing Barrow tomorrow. But Arsenal, we take on Bolton at the Emirates, blood. Bolton in League One. They're doing shit in League One as well, blood. You get me? I think they lost. Did they win or lose their last game? I saw something about it. Was it a win or? Yeah, they slapped Reading in their last game 5-2. But the game before that, they lost 4-0. So their form's been a bit up and down. It's like win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. Obviously, they're going to lose this one. You get me? Let's be real. They're going to get swiped like Tinder. You understand? Hopefully, their fans enjoy their trip to the Emirates, blood. You get me? You get to see a Premier League stadium. Who knows when you'll see another one anytime soon. You get me? So enjoy your 90 minutes in the Emirates, blood, and you can fuck off back up north.
Jesus, what's all this hate towards Bolton, man? What happened?
Yep, the amount of titles they cost me, bro. As
they did. Yeah, the Keon. They cost you a lot.
Them man there, blood. You get me?
Them man there. Big Sam, man.
For me, this game is about Ethan Nwaneri, bro. You get me? I want to see Ethan playing the full 90 minutes in this game. I want to see Lewis Skelly getting a start as well, blood. You get me? I want to see Jesus play as well. You get me? We need to get him up to match fitness. So I think this is a good game to play Gabriel Jesus. I want to see Sterling play as well, blood. You get me? It's actually going to be a strong team because we don't even have that many players. So it will be a strong lineup, blood. You get me? The goalkeeper situation, Neto's fucking cup tied because he played in a round before with Bournemouth. So
someone told me about Raya. Did he not have like? Did he have some like injury? Something on his knee?
yeah, he walked off with like he walked on with strapping around his knee.
Yeah,
He was limping, but we ain't heard anything on that. So I'm sure Raya will not be risked. So we'll probably will see one of the young bucks
I was
from
gonna say, he's your third choice goalkeeper.
what's his name? He goes on the bench sometimes, but he's one of the young bucks, fam.
Right, so
Forgot
I
his
only know about
name.
him. I only know about Ray Renetto. He's your
Forgot
goalkeeper.
his he was on the bench before we got fucking thing.
Hmm.
Chat, what's his name again, blood? Heaven.
Yeah,
No, not Heaven. Heaven's a player. Heaven's an outfielder.
Havens. He's talking.
Setford, that's it. We bought him. He's
goalkeeper.
the
We talked
Dutchie.
about the goalkeeper.
He can play for Holland and he can play for England. Yeah, Setford. So I think Setford will start. Right back. We're probably gonna have to go with like maybe Lewis Miles Skelly could play there. Because he's playing for
Bolton at home,
there
you
for
should
the
be all
youth.
right. Whoever it is, yeah.
I
Whoever it
think
is.
maybe he could play there. Centre backs. Probably
Kiwior?
go Kiwior goes in, and then you could even play Ben White because Ben White, he came off the bench, innit? So even Benny Blanco could play at right back, and then you can put Lewis Skelly as a left back. Blood, you get
you
me?
got Skelly as not Zinchenko. Is he injured? I know he went in the squad.
Yeah, I don't think Zinchenko's. I think he is injured.
Yeah, because he went in the squad against City.
Yeah, you know what? I would go. So Setford in goal, Benny Blanco right back, Lewis Skelly left back, Kiwior and I say Kiwior and Timber. Now, not even Timber, you know, Kiwior and because Timber, Kiwior and
you play one of the young bucks at centre back.
Yeah, maybe Haven can play.
Yeah,
maybe Heaven can play. Midfield.
Jorginho, surely Jorginho, please.
Jorginho can get some time. Partey has to rest. Rice has to rest.
Again, the young buck next to Jorginho.
Is Trossard suspended?
For one game.
Trossard miss this game or does he miss the weekend's game?
I don't know which one it will be.
Because if Trossard is not suspended, I'd play Trossard in the midfield in the 8.
Yeah. So what you play Jorginho, Trossard.
Okay, so he's missing this game. Ha! Yeah. You don't even miss Premier League, blood. So Jorginho. No, we did not. Weekend. Fuck. Okay, so it's weekend.
So you play Trossard.
I saw a report that says that he is missing this game. Warriors saying this game, and then some man are saying weekend. So
we'll soon find out.
But Jorginho. Fucking hell. Jorginho, Ethan. Because Ethan can go in the midfield. Jorginho, Ethan, and who? Jorginho, Ethan, and who?
Your options are really scarce.
Yeah, because are we really gonna have to play Rice, blood? We might have to play Rice, you know.
Jorginho, Rice, and Wari in there.
Yeah, and then up front, Jesus.
Sterling and Martinelli.
Jesus, Sterling. Yeah, Salah could play in the midfield. Jesus, Sterling, and Jesus, Sterling, and who, blood? Yeah, this is mad. Yeah, good luck, Arteta, bro. You get me? Good luck, blood. You understand? You're on 20 mil, so you fucking deal with it. Prediction. I'm going for an Arsenal win. I'm going for Arsenal to win by 3-0. We will be doing a watch along. Kickoff is at 7:45, so we'll go live at probably 6:45. You get me? So you lot make sure you pull up Wednesday evening. You know what I mean? A couple predictions from the man. Them Man City, Watford.
Yeah, City gonna pack them like 4-0, 5-0.
2-0 Man City. 2-0 Man City.
City 3-0. Chelsea Barrow. Chelsea 6-0.
5-0 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I didn't even give a prediction for the Arsenal game. Prediction for the Arsenal game.
3-0 you lot.
4-0 Arsenal.
Maybe you guys, as I said, the aim for you guys to get above 1 XG. Still haven't done it now, 4 games. So I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal.
Man said Bowen is scoring. This guy's on crack, bruv. Wickham Villa.
Villa's 2-0.
3-1 Villa.
Villa 2-1.
And then Monts, West Ham travel up to Anfield on Wednesday as well. Your one's 8 o'clock kickoff.
1-1.
1-1. Then what? You win on penalties or you go out?
We win on penalties.
3-1.
We will.
3-1 Liverpool. West Ham have been absolutely piss poor, to say the least, blood.
Us?
I'm thinking about it.
He's proper thinking.
Yeah, because I don't know what changes you lot would do. West Ham take it serious. You lot make changes.
I think West Ham will make hella changes because the predicament they're in this league, blood, it's not.
Yeah, true. Said not. Yeah, Liverpool 2-1.
I say 1-1. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Liverpool 3-1. Big up Atta. He says, LFC fan here. Respect to you, troops, but the Trossard incident with Bernardo is a stonewall yellow. He's looking at Bernardo, not the ball. Be objective. I was being objective. Like I said, I don't think it was a yellow card either way, blood. If it went to City, I wouldn't have been there claiming it was a yellow card. You get me?
And he said, respect to you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I did it in respectful manner, but big up to the super chat, man.
Yeah, he actually means it. Big up Atta.
What does that
He says, Kai got away with the red. Kai got away with red with Rodri challenge too. We discussed this one as well, blood. Like, Rodri just stood there like he was some bad man, and Kai was like, "Brother, I'm not like, yo, you all right, cool, all right, cool. You're bad, innit? All right, cool." So you get me? I don't think that was a red there, bro. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say the Saliba Haaland incident was a red as well. I say that was a yellow for Haaland, not a red. Big up Lee Slims, my fucking chargy. He says, "Big up the man, them. Lateness is greatness. Troops, I can't believe you drank the Kool-Aid so early in the season. Still proud of the performance." I'm just being shameless, blood. You know me, Slims. I'm just being shameless, blood. I had to be shameless this episode. It had to be done, mate. No other way to fucking survive it. Big up Terrence. He says, play Salah and Ethan against Bolton. I think Ethan would definitely get a run out, a start. Salah's looked good as well, to be fair, bro. You get me? But I'm not sure that he'll put in 3 youngsters from the start. But yeah, I'd love to see Havertz, Salah definitely play some part in the game, blood. You get me?
I want to see Trey Nioni play as well, man. I'm afraid he gets
yeah, you got the young buck. But that's it, people. Episode 326 wrapped up like a Zubi, blood. We got the man them as always, blood. You get me? Mons, Flawless, Lewis, my brothers there. Make sure you subscribe to the man them's channels. Link in the description as always.
Big up, man.
Big up the chat as always, blood. You get me? Big up the mods them, my brothers. Big up the super chatters as always, blood. You lot are fucking elite. We're redirecting to Lewis as well, blood. You get me? So when you pull up on Lewis, just say Troops Gang Daya. We don't deal with the Babylon, so we don't deal with the rating. You understand? But yeah, another robbery for the Arsenal. We move on, people.
Yeah, man. Trust I robbed you lot, man. Crazy.
This guy's